Danganronpa.
Alright, let's not further drag this out than we need to. Remember when I was excited for these games? God damn it. This you still need to do. Oh, you're working at it. Okay. I was about to scream at you, never mind. Oh, I got old and tired within the span of 6 months. Jesus. Alright, let's get started. Let's get it out of the way. Right, no mouse controls. Who died? Oh, did you miss that? Ryoma died, the tennis guy. He was eaten by piranhas. Well, he was drowned and then eaten by piranhas. Ryoma was very important to me just for his voice. But he's dead. Anyway. What as it looks, it's not gonna be Angie or Himiko or Tenko because they had an alibi for the time he was supposed to be dying. That's not gonna be any of those. I'm suspecting Kirumi or Kaido. One of the two. Not like we have a choice, right? You're quick to understand. It's as though Monokuma has you trained. Was the only one who could live in the vents. We got nothing to worry about, right? Assholes! I can diss both. We'll figure out the culprit, won't we? Of course we don't need to worry. Top suspect is super obvious this time. Right, Himiko? Because I fell asleep yesterday. How dare you bully Himiko, you degenerate? Kill her first! I am tired of this shit! You want me to Aikido chop your head off, huh? That's not even Aikido anymore. Isaiah, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. It's just exclamation mark goodbye. There's something I want to show you. That's it. Who died last time? Ryoma the tennis guy died last time, Vaj. The bye one is just you know. Oh wait. Goodbye. That's how you do goodbye, Graham. That's not even Aikido anymore, right? This matter will be discussed in due time. You should save your arguments until then. Fine, leave. It's not like I wanted you here anyway. Danganronpa another 2. I haven't, and I'm not sure if I ever want to look into that. This matter will be discussed in due time. You should save your arguments until then. Yeah, let's put an end to this. Put an end to this at the class trial.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. No, don't talk to him. Click at the super stupid thing. Seven chapter. Oh god. Well, I think I'll pass. Shuichi, before we head over there, let me give you some advice here to Psychic. Hero to Psychic. If you want to give up, wait until after you've done everything you possibly can. Of course. Wait, no, that's still not good. Okay, I won't forgive you if you give up. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah, got it, Kaito. He's right, I can't give up. I made a promise to Kaede. Good job, this. Right, I need some tea. I need tea for that. I prefer cola, but that's till Thursday. The door appeared before us with a pump, as if sending heroes off to war. After a pause, we all stepped toward the door. Oh, there's sorry that I'm looking at that now, but I want to. I need to look at that. So that's okay. I could put in this week still. That's good. Good. We're silent. All I could hear was our unsteady breathing, just as we passed through the door. Let's start it up again. Normally I wouldn't mind the shaking, but I'm feeling especially sensitive. I'm feeling especially sensitive to it now. I don't know. Each of us felt the trembling through our entire bodies as we sank further. Whose class trial is this one? Hold on. For him. I'm positive I would have fallen as well. Ah, never mind. My breathing was becoming more ragged. My heart pounded harder and harder. Can we not just play Russian roulette with full loaded guns and be free? That might be better. Just when I thought I would pass out from the nerves, the elevator came to a stop. But this wasn't the end, no. It was only just the beginning. Rise and shine, Ursine. No.
Welcome.
You've hopelessly arrived once again. Huh? Did you want to come here again because of how wonderful it is? Isn't it wonderful? I put so much effort into building this place. It should be a monument. Actually, we're the ones who used the accesses to build this current room. But Father just took all the credit.
Wonderful.
But I'm happy to be used as a slave by Father.
What are you saying?
You idiots are committing to this henchman bit.
They're so cute.
You guys are just so cute that I can't help working you to the bone. You put a lot of elaborate detail into this code room, almost like it's for show.
Oh?
For show, huh? That's an interesting way to put it. But is this just for show? Are you showing this to the people outside and those people aren't with us, so you don't need to worry about them. Get it? They're not with us. As in, they're no longer with us. You know what I mean?
Hey,
In other words, you 13 are the only ones left in the world. Now, show me just how you intend to bargain for your lives. Then the class trial began. Ryumer Hoshi to Ultimate Tennis Bro. After falling from his former glory, he told us he had no reason to live. But even so, he said he wanted to fight beside us, to get out of here with us. For that, he was trying to find a reason to live. He might have been a little stern, but he wasn't a cold man at all. And the person who killed him... You see right now. Oh, that face though. I want to believe that's a lie. I don't want to believe it at all, but... If this is where I find the truth, I wouldn't avert my eyes anymore. This is the wish she entrusted to me. I will find the truth, to get out of here with everyone alive. I'm going to survive. I can't die here. In order to keep my promise to her, I will fight. I will fight for my life in this trial of truth and lies. How often do we need to harp onto that? Look at him taking a nap in the water. The absolute hero. Great. Oh great, there's Pick in the background. Oh, requires 50. Oh, I only have one fragment. I see. Important info. I'm waiting, Graham. Oh, fucking hell. Graham, why? Why do you have to do it to me?
Ahem. Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial.
Alright, it's not Mickey Mouse anymore. Good.
During the trial, you'll present your argument
Now it's Mickey
for
Mouse
who
again.
the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Now, let's get this crazy awesome to the max trial underway!
I think we all know who the most suspicious one is. It's...
Tenko says something.
Let's combine our power and work together, everyone!
Fuck Atua.
the person who's most suspicious is...
Now lend me your energy, everyone, so we can catch the culprit!
Because the murder happened during the magic show, the culprit can only be...
Hey-ya! I'm in top form today!
Omasai, thank you for the follow.
Tenko, why are you interrupting me? We can't have a good trial if you talk over me.
Huh? I'm not interrupting you! Whatever you have to say is probably worthless anyway, because all males want to talk about is S.E. Himiko seems suspicious.
Wow. Pluto! Who done it? Was it Daisy? Was it Goofy? No, it was Donald by using all the health potions!
Hey! Angie, how can you accuse Himiko? Aren't you her friend? I'm just telling you what Atua is telling me.
Shut up, cult leader.
He is using his divine knowledge to show us the way to survive.
People like those are why I don't like religious people, by the way.
You should thank him, lest he pour his holy wrath upon you all.
Oh, fuck you.
Screw Atua! That guy's got nothing on me.
Right. For once, I agree with you.
I'll protect Himiko!
But it does point to Himiko being the most suspicious.
Ryoma died during Himiko's magic show.
His body appearing in the water tank leads one to think the escape trick played a part.
Wait, so Rantaro's cross is a bit washed out, while Ryoma's is a clear cross.
It's only natural we suspect Himiko. She was the one.
No, that's wrong. The underwater escape wasn't a trick.
Oh, they also have different crosses all around. Fascinating.
It was magic.
Fuck you!
It's not the part you need to deny. You gotta tell us you're not the culprit.
Magic, huh? That's so cool. What a mysterious miracle. Now, did you kill Ryoma, Himiko? Atua will hear your confession. Stop it! There's no way any of that is true!
It's true, though. Himiko used the underwater escape trick to kill Ryoma. But I still don't have a clue how Himiko did the trick.
Stop calling it a trick because it's just going to summon her being it's magic.
There's no trick. That really was magic.
I'm losing my fucking mind over here.
You know, maybe it really was magic.
Oh, stop it. If you don't reveal your trick now, then we'll vote you as the culprit.
Stop picking on Himiko! A cute tiny flower like her couldn't kill anyone.
Everyone said it was her trial and all that. Nice! Game done!
I get that you
Thank
want to
you!
defend her, but that might be a bit much.
As I expected, the others suspect Himiko, but I have my doubts. I can't let this case get derailed by misunderstandings. I'm the ultimate detective, so it's up to me. Ah, Hajime, where are you? Well, at least he's better than Makoto. Makoto? Whatever.
Atua has blessed me with an epiphany.
Shut up.
The culprit used the underwater escape trick to pull off a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
Hajime, tell them!
After that, the time ran out. The tank above Ryoma opened and piranhas came pouring out.
Ah, and he was eaten alive!
That's wrong!
Really hope she dies, but I believe she didn't do it because she still needs. We still need a main
Ryoma's
character.
death was not caused by the piranhas.
Like I said, it's probably not anyone that wasn't the bug meet and greet. The Talk to the Brigade, none of them are allowed in. Good.
The Monokuma file indicates the cause of death is drowning.
So it wasn't the piranhas then. He was drowned.
We went over this already. Like, can people not read?
Ooh, I see. I haven't checked the Monokuma file yet, so that's news to me.
They're all idiots.
You lying little brat! Telling lies is what turns you into a degenerate male.
I'm this close to walking away from the game.
So what? Ryoma drowned, Himiko changed places with him, and then the piranhas ate him, right?
No, Himiko only had 60
Yeah.
seconds to escape from the tank. Even if they changed places at the start of the show, that's insufficient time to drown someone.
If that is the case, then when did he drown?
When did Ryoma drown? It was obviously before the show started.
That's it! Ryoma was already drowned before the show started.
Hajime and Makoto had one thing in common. They got to sit at the back and make comics for the full trial. Dad, and they're both brown-haired.
Agreed.
This one doesn't.
Before being eaten by the piranhas, he made no attempt to escape the water.
Finally, I can eat cookies and peas.
To be precise, he made no movements whatsoever. Yes. By that point, he had already joined the ranks of the dead.
Could that mean his body was hidden until the culprit made it appear in the tank?
Hidden? Where?
The culprit would have had to hide the body near the tank and then show it during the act.
Easier said than done.
Was there a place on stage where the culprit could have hid the body? Oh wait, Himiko should know since she performed the underwater escape trick.
Himiko, why won't you just explain it to us?
'Cause it's magic.
You know, maybe it really was magic.
Shut up.
Thank you. Kids were way too clever. That's not really close to reality these days. We need a real teenage webs, and that happened. Kibo has Mr. Enigma hair, does he?
Himiko is committed to her act, but those who deal in dreams are oft liars.
Oh, the big question mark, right.
Why is everyone still picking on Himiko? You're all worse than a drunk dad's ramblings.
We should let him vent. After all, it's tough being the man of the house.
What?
Man, we gotta figure out how the trick works to find where the body was hidden.
But Himiko does not wish to tell us how she performed her act.
Then let's work together to reveal the secret behind Himiko's trick!
So, not real magic?
No, it was real magic. 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 Magic.
Oh no! It's Himiko's curse! Her curses are really powerful!
Aren't incantations usually more, complicated than that?
Anyway, we first need to determine how Himiko performed the trick. How does the funhouse work? If we can't figure that out, this case is going nowhere.
How did Himiko escape the water tank?
Maybe Maybe she just climbed out and no one noticed.
Nah, she definitely would have been caught.
Perhaps the mechanism was set up on the
Damn it!
How did Himiko
escape the water tank? Maybe she just climbed out and no one noticed. Nah, she definitely would have been caught. Perhaps the mechanism was
set up on the stage.
The curtain covering the tank was certainly suspicious.
What about that square pane of glass we found in the tank?
Maybe the tank had a secret hatch.
It must be real magic!
Yeah! Real escape magic!
Maybe there were 2 Himikos. And one of them was Tsumugi in disguise.
Hey, my costumes aren't disguises.
How did Himiko escape?
escape the water tank.
So was there only really one thing we could
Nah, she
hit?
definitely would have been caught.
And I shot with the
Perhaps
wrong
the
bullet
mechanism
because I'm an
was
idiot? What? How did they finish school?
I was
Nobody
wrong.
knows. Nobody
How
knows.
did Himiko escape the water tank?
Maybe she just climbed
Nah, she definitely
Would have been caught. Perhaps the mechanism was set up on the stage. The curtain covering
I mean, that's right so far.
What about that
Square pane of
glass we found in the tank?
No.
Secret hatch.
Yes. How did I not see that the first time around?
I agree.
You get away for
Mom
being
is
you,
correct.
Shark.
There was an escape hatch on that tank.
I see. So it did have one.
That's right. I discovered a similar tank in Himiko's lab. There was a panel on the side that could open. That was her escape.
This might be my saltiest stream today.
Mind over
Jesus.
strength!
Ugh. All the holiday things.
Your logic is all wrong, Shuichi.
What do you mean?
And you don't even know why you're wrong either. Typical degenerate male. Ah! I'll smash in your face with my fists of hot burning steel! The side of the tank being open doesn't have anything to do with Himiko's escape. She didn't use an escape hatch. I know she didn't do that. And now, I'm gonna punch you!
Wait a second. Before you punch me, what makes you so sure she didn't?
Hey, Fumble.
Because if she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the water would have gushed out with her. There would have been water everywhere.
I'll cut through your words.
How did you make it that better?
There was a reason the room wasn't flooded with water. The staircase that was attached to the water tank. Try to remember how the staircase was positioned. It was aligned perfectly with the tank's escape hatch, meaning the water tank was connected to the inside of the staircase.
Inside staircase? His body was in stairs?
Knowing
No.
that, it's clear how Himiko made her escape from underwater. There was a curtain covering the tank during the performance.
Oh, it's a hollow staircase? Really?
Allowing Himiko to enter the staircase from the hatch undetected. Any water that spilled out would have simply funneled into the staircase.
So how do you get out from the staircase?
The staircase also has an escape hatch, one facing away from us. It's placed so that the water would not drain from the staircase.
In which case, a person could exit and leave water inside the staircase.
Allow me to cut through this.
Well,
Haji's gentleman way to
that person would be
Makoto's. No,
silk,
you're wrong.
meaning that
This guy has no special way, yeah. I mean, look, I like Shuichi. Shuichi is an okay pro tag. At least he's better than, like... Let me do quick maths. At least 70% of the cast.
That would explain why there was a puddle around the stairs.
So when Himiko came out from the stairs, her wet clothes dripped water all over.
Ha ha, bitch! Caught you soaking wet and red-handed!
Judging from Himiko's reaction, you hit it right on the bullseye.
But Himiko's clothes should have been wet when she left the water tank.
No, by 2021 rules, if someone punches you back, you call the police and arrest them for assault. Behold, the magnificent underwater escape!
Her clothes were definitely not wet.
I'm waiting for Bing Bong, you're all wrong.
Of course. That's because my underwater escape wasn't a trick. It was magic.
No, magic had nothing to do with why her clothes weren't wet. She changed her uniform.
That's it!
It's a drink game, yeah.
It's because she changed
But not
her
for shark.
uniform.
The dormitory is stocked with uniforms. Did you hide one behind the stage in advance?
I remember seeing Himiko go to the gym this morning, carrying a uniform and a towel.
Graham punches a stranger and Shark gets arrested. Australian law, everybody.
Why would you say that?
I see. She had a towel too. She may not have had time to fully dry her hair. But her short hair and hat ensured we were none the wiser.
Himiko can't get wet, because her body repels water.
Huh? Like a duck?
Himiko, come on. Give it up already.
Fine. You win. It's just like you said. The water tank and staircase both have mechanisms.
So I was correct.
How are they able to live?
But that doesn't mean I used them. I didn't need them, because I used my magic.
Again with the magic crap. Were you dropped on your head as a kid?
I applaud you.
Now that we understand how the trick was performed, let us move on.
Please die.
Let us proceed. Where did the culprit hide Ryoma's body? From our
In the fish
discussion
tank.
earlier, his body could have been in the space inside the staircase.
Grace are only going to get funky numbers.
But that's
Look,
where Himiko would escape from, right?
Satoru got the opinion of a friend, and who also played this, and it's like case 1, 2, and 3 are kind of bad, 4 and 5 are good, and 6 gets bad again. So we'll see.
So Himiko went in the stairs with the body? What kind of kinky shit is she into?
That seems unlikely. There isn't enough space for 2 people to fit in there.
Yeah, the stairs are pretty cramped. It'd be hard to fit even Ryoma and Himiko in there. Who says they went in together? She could have made the switch as she was leaving the tank. At the same time, she could have pulled out the body from inside the stairs.
No, we didn't see Ryoma before he was in the water.
That way she'd have room to put herself in there. See how easy that is?
Walks back to Danganronpa 2. Bye.
I think that explains how Himiko changed places with Ryoma's body.
Are you awake?
Not including these bear girls, yeah. This is not a Merry Christmas, nah.
Wait a minute! Why did you automatically assume it was Himiko?
Who else but Himiko could have done it?
Angie, you spent more time with Himiko than any of us, so why are you accusing her?
You may think you're protecting Himiko, but what if she really is the culprit? We'll all die, and it will be all your fault. Atua will lose precious devotees. Are you okay with that, Tenko?
I'm totally fine with that.
What?
I don't care what anyone says. Himiko would never murder someone. That's what I believe more than anything.
Magical food fox remembered.
I want to believe in her, no matter what. If I can't do that, then I'd rather just die.
Look, at least she's on the right track with that, alright?
So until this body takes its final breath, I'm gonna keep believing in Himiko.
The only one who could have switched out Ryoma's body is Himiko herself.
When Himiko was escaping the tank, she dragged out the body hidden in the stairs and simply switched places with it.
Are you telling me you saw that?
God damn
That
it.
happened?
No one could have seen that. It would have occurred in the middle of the show, when the tank was covered with a curtain.
So basically, no one saw anything.
That's wrong!
Just more tossing. Angie, because somebody must have pinned it on Himiko by dropping the body.
Someone did see
Probably.
inside the tank.
It
was Gonta.
Look, I know how where the body was, but and I assume the body got transported there in the night before. Well, but I don't know who did it yet.
Gonta had climbed onto the stage and was looking into the tank from above.
So it wasn't Himiko, because Himiko, Angie, Tenko, so the three most annoying characters, were at the insect meeting group with Gonta, and they have an alibi for when Ryoma died, supposedly.
Isn't that right, Gonta?
Yeah, Gonta saw down into tank, but saw no one in there.
No one was in there?
Yeah, no one. Guess that clue no good, huh?
No, that's actually a great clue, because if Ryoma's body was hidden inside the staircase, Himiko would have had to pull him out before she went inside. There certainly wasn't enough room in the staircase for both of them. But that means, if the tank was empty when Gonta looked...
I know Ryoma died after we saw him, which was sometime at around the insect meet and greet thingy. Sometime around that. So from 9 to 11 p.m. somewhere.
Ryoma's body must not have been hidden in the staircase.
What if they squeezed into that space?
I definitely didn't hire some piranhas to drown and eat them. To drown and then eat them. Definitely not.
She had no need to worry about us witnessing her at that point. For the entire stage was hidden behind a curtain.
Well, but then the culprit never would have considered hiding inside the staircase with the body. Entering the staircase after moving the body is much faster, and seems more rational too.
Then, Ryoma's body wasn't hidden in the stairs?
No!
Someone better say where the fucking body was hidden, or I'm gonna start cutting throats!
Oh my god. Was Ryoma's body hidden? We need to pin that down. It's clear that it wasn't inside the staircase, but where? Agree time! Think to leap from its
Where
window,
were you
hit the
hiding
pool
Ryoma's
some
body?
force.
It wasn't really in the stairs, was it?
After all,
Game!
there was only enough space for Himiko.
Fuck
Well,
you, game.
how about behind the curtain?
Nah, not on top of the tank,
There
but
was a
in
way
the
to enter
tank.
the tank from there. Then
fuck.
it would be plausible.
Yeah, my bad.
Or maybe the body was in the tank all along, but we just couldn't see it.
Impossible. You'd need top-notch visual effects to pull that off.
And what of the tank containing the piranhas?
There you go.
No way! If you put a body in there, the piranhas would have eaten it way before we saw it.
But if the body and piranhas were separated,
I hit it. Good.
I agree.
Nah, there's a glass pane in between. We found we found a glass pane at the bottom of the big tank.
Were separated.
There was a glass pane. Wait, I probably have the clue around. Let me see. So we have the piranha tank up there, and there's no cover on top of it. And also there's a glass pane at the bottom of the large tank, which I presume, or I assume, dropped down when they open it up. And the glass pane, so basically you had the piranhas in front of the thing, right? You had the piranhas in front and then the glass pane, and behind that Ryoma and the side of the box were all wooden so you couldn't see through. Yeah, and that's why the piranhas were so stuffed, exactly. That's how it went. We need Logic Dive. It's for sure beats Hangman's Gambit.
This was accomplished using the square glass pane found in the tank.
Graham's looking, much appreciated.
Just as I thought.
This guy is smart. Bacon time.
Using that glass pane as a divider, a safe space could be created in the tank. It is in such a space that the body could be stored, separated from the piranhas.
Then that means Ryoma's body was hidden in the piranha tank the whole time!
So Ryoma's body fell into the water tank with the piranhas?
Gonta knew it!
What is it, Gonta?
Gonta was above stage when piranhas fall. That's why Gonta sees something no one else could. When piranhas fell, Gonta sees some big thing fall into water tank with them. You know, now that Gonta think about it, Gonta maybe see Ryoma's body.
When the piranhas dropped from the tank, I thought I saw something bigger drop as well. The water tank on the bottom is made completely out of glass, correct? You can see what is happening through the glass. Can you really hide a body in the tank?
Even in murky water, a dead body would still be visible in a glass tank.
No one suspects a fish-related person in the chat had anything to do with this.
Unless a certain something was used to obscure the body.
A certain something?
We all agree that the glass pane was used to separate the body from the piranhas, correct? Well, that method has the added benefit of hiding the body from view.
Yeah? How could you hide a body like that?
How was the culprit able to conceal the body in the piranha tank? With the cramped piranhas.
This is it! It was the piranhas. The piranhas were obscuring the body.
Huh? The piranhas?
That's right. Remember what Angie said during the investigation?
I noticed it right as the show started. I feel like there are more piranhas today than yesterday when we were preparing.
They increased that significantly? I didn't know piranhas fuck like rabbits.
Ugh.
It seemed that way, but it wasn't that the actual number of piranhas increased. The glass pane divided the tank nearly in half, right? The piranhas got crowded together, making it look like there were more of them.
The more densely the piranhas are packed, the harder it is to see past them.
Because of that, it was difficult to see the body hidden in the tank.
That glass pain was the lid from the piranha tank.
Don't believe that the glass pane is not broken by falling. It must be so big. The hole. Big and really big? Yeah, it was pretty big. You know what? See, when the glass pane hits water, it slows down its fall, and nobody could see in there anyway because the curtain was still there. So, because it's a pretty big flat object, it would drop down way slower and wouldn't break. Also, it's a pretty solid piece of glass.
It was really easy to detach that lid, so it's no wonder they used it as a divider.
Gee, thanks for telling us that useless detail.
Yes.
What the heck are you saying? That detail was super useful.
No.
Sure, the lid looks a little big, but if you set it diagonally, it would fit perfectly. Nice job, Himiko! Your explanation was awesome!
With this much evidence, it seems like the body was definitely in the piranha tank.
Congrats, Himiko! Now there should be no reason for anyone to suspect you.
Really?
Yeah, because if you didn't switch places with the body, then you couldn't have killed him.
Well,
It only means we now have other suspects. You are not cleared of suspicion just yet.
Okay, but still, that's way better!
That's wonderful news, Himiko! Atua is happy for you.
Apologize, Angie! You and your Atua better tell Himiko you're sorry right now!
Atua is sleeping. He went to bed angry because you all doubted him.
What a petty-ass god!
No, it's okay. We shouldn't be mad at Angie. We should be mad at this class trial, at this killing game.
don't forget to scream persona while doing that, Yuma. Maybe something awakens.
Himiko! Bless your sweet, kind heart!
That's what Atua said anyway.
What?
It's too bad that the handsome god went to bed angry, though.
Ugh. Be gone! I can't type. Thank you, Yuma. Hey, did the pedestrian looks like panties? It does.
Himiko's still brainwashed!
No brain rings.
I'm not giving up just yet. This is gonna be a breeze. Great, now what are we gonna do? We're back to square one.
And why are we back to square one?
Because any of us could still be the culprit. Jeez! You flunked out of Tard School or something?
Nuh-uh. Not everyone.
Oh no, he's there. That
We
wasn't
can
supposed to
narrow it
happen.
down to whoever doesn't have an alibi yet.
Eh? What alibi?
I guess I should have known a dumb whore pig like you wouldn't understand. So let me explain.
And now she's gonna duck down again because she got dumpstered.
Who you calling a dumb pig?
Called it.
If there's this much evidence, then there's no mistake the body was hidden in the piranha tank. But for someone to plant the body in there with such limited time is pretty tricky.
Oh god, now I found it. Himiko is like if you cross Hyoko's offensive side and Mikan's masochistic side. And then a whole lot of sexist comments to that. Then you get that. That's what Miyu is. Kokichi brings up a valid point. There's only one time the culprit could have set up the scene. Yesterday before nighttime. During nighttime. Wait. Before nighttime? Wrong answer. If you can't remember something as basic as school regulations, you lose us. Wait, what? Then it's before nighttime?
That's it! It was done yesterday, before nighttime.
Ding, ding, ding! The ultimate detective gets it right again!
Oh, wait. How do you know it was before nighttime yesterday?
Stop asking me dumbass questions. It could have been solved with the process of elimination. Jeez. Fine. I'll explain it to the itty-bitty pea-brained bitchlet.
The bitchlet?
First, the gym was closed during nighttime, so no one could have entered.
Look at Kokichi being actually useful.
enter the gym at night, it'll go off.
You talking about my butthole?
No, she means the alarm.
After nighttime passed, morning came. But hiding the body before the show was...
Impossible!
I don't know, Shark.
Himiko and I were waiting in front of the gym before the morning announcement.
Which leaves only one possibility. It was done before nighttime yesterday.
Thanks for the follow, Fumble.
Anyone who doesn't get this is just as stupid as the whore bitchlet over there.
Oh, so she really is messing. Okay.
So the culprit placed Ryoma's corpse in the piranha tank before nighttime yesterday?
Yes.
Which means he was also killed during that time frame.
Yay! Now we know what time the crime happened, right?
Oh, so it is Kaido. Okay.
I still don't really get it, though. Can we narrow down the time of death a bit more?
I'm sure we can narrow it down more if you consider a source of information. God damn it. Was Ryoma present between greed? Nah, Ryoma was not present. I don't believe anyone that Gonta captured had seen Ryoma. Wait, what? Question. What goal helps determine when Ryoma was killed?
This is it!
Got to follow before. Hey, don't worry.
If we can find out who last saw
much
Ryoma
appreciated.
alive, we can narrow down the time of death. Kirumi, you were asking everyone when they had last seen him, right?
Yes, Gonta was the last person who saw Ryoma.
What? Really?
And when was the last time Gonta saw Ryoma?
When Gonta was inviting everyone to insect meet and greet, so
Inviting.
Gonta think that was maybe 8 p.m.?
If he was last seen at 8 p.m. and was killed before nighttime officially began,
Then we can assume the crime took place between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night.
So all we must do is find someone with no alibi for that time period, yes?
Well, it's Kaido.
Simple enough. After all, most of us were detained by Gonta then.
If I recall correctly, the only people that weren't there besides Ryoma...
That would be the four of us. Myself, Kaito, Mew, and also Maki.
Well, Kirumi, you would tell the truth, even if it screwed you over.
I do this for everyone. It is my duty to unveil the truth, so I do not care if people suspect me.
Ah, beautiful! Your spirit of self-sacrifice is just too beautiful!
To be honest, he's not that bad. He's better than he was in Chapter 1.
I will also say this. The crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night, and I was at the gym during that time.
Also, he's not flinging around any annoying phrases.
But I was only there for about 5 minutes.
Why would you even say that, though? You're tying a noose around your neck, you know.
I don't care if it was 5 seconds. It's way too suspicious that you were alone in the gym.
It was Kirumi. Nah, Kirumi was
the cleaning
with...
lady here is the culprit. You killed Ryoma, didn't you?
Kirumi was with... What's his face? Kokichi.
It's too soon to tell. We should hear what everyone has to say, right?
I'd assume he unzips the mask.
Fuck that noise.
But Mew, you don't have an alibi for when the crime occurred either, do you?
She was running around half naked.
You think I'm suspicious? I don't even know where the gym is. Doesn't telling such obvious lies make you more suspicious, Mew?
The other two without alibis are Kaito and Maki. Let us hear your testimonies.
I was in my research lab the whole time. I didn't go to the gym.
But that cannot be proven, can it?
What about Kaito? Only murderers grow out creepy facial hair like mustaches and goatees.
What? My goatee's not creepy. It gives me a glamorous celebrity vibe.
Anyway, among those four, the culprit must be the one who doesn't have an alibi.
We got
I
it.
apologize, but given the circumstances, we have no choice but to suspect you.
Suspect who? Who's the culprit?
Wait up! Why are you guys suspicious of me? I've been helping the whole time!
Oh, wait. I remember now. I do have an alibi.
Oh, yay, masturbate, mass
You will
panic
see whether or
thingy.
not I am suspicious as the trial progresses.
I'm
No
not
way
the
I'm the
culprit.
culprit!
Well, you're exactly correct, buddy, but let me give you another tutorial first. Mass panic debate this time around will have loud voice dialogue. Oh god. It's when one of your opponents shouts their opinion in a loud voice. That blocks out everyone's arguments, even if you see a weak spot you cannot refute it. Ah, now what should I do then? That's what you're thinking, right? Luckily, it's just like white noise. Shut them up with your left click silencer. After that, one of the arguments will be audible again. Okay, go for it! Then you shoot a truth bullet at their weak spot. You know the drill. Thank you for understanding. No.
I have an
I was
alibi.
running away from Gonta!
What is your
Tried
alibi?
hiding in the
5
classroom.
When I was running from
I even
Gonta,
tried hiding in the
others
girls'
were
bathroom.
things got a little heated to catch my
Until they
drill.
left with
Filthy Bell
Gonta.
pervert!
What's Monkey's alibi?
Then
Minutes
right before
before 9
nighttime, I got tired and fell
I
asleep.
didn't run
Did you
alone.
really leave the gym at 9 p.m.?
I was in
Are
my
you
research
sure
lab
you
the
did
whole
not
time.
stay at the
No,
gym?
in my own room. Jeez.
I heard it!
That was easy. Not like it was shown before or something. Got that up for a bit, hoping to miss the death screen.
No, I think
See you later.
is telling the truth.
Well, I hope to see you soon, Shark.
Kokichi's story proves it.
Right when I got to the entrance hall, Kirumi spotted me. That was right after I left Gonta's lab, so it was right around 9 p.m. She started throwing questions at me left and right, asking if I was up to no good. She just kept talking and then finally let me go around 10 p.m. when nighttime rolled around. Whole hour? Well, only the first half hour was a lecture, then we played tag for the other half.
Kokichi met Kirumi at 9 p.m. and they were together until nighttime.
Gonta went to the gym to catch Himiko and Angie 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. After I left Gonta's lab, I ran into Kirumi. I'm pretty sure Kirumi stayed at the gym 5 minutes till 9 o'clock.
This information could have been told to us beforehand.
Sorry, forgot. I definitely didn't keep it a secret to make the trial more interesting.
Yeah, sure. Wait. Something. Oh, there it is.
Forgot? It seems far more plausible that you are telling another lie.
Who that? Oh, Kibo.
Unlike robots, we meatbags can't pull out our memories from our hard drive.
Wow.
Was that supposed to offend me? Your irrationality fills me with pity.
If I am the culprit, that would mean I killed Ryoma within 5 minutes, transported him to the gym, and hid him in the piranha tank. This seems highly unlikely.
If you called Ryoma out to the gym and killed him there, you wouldn't need to move him. All you would have to do is hide him in the piranha tank.
Gonta was in the midst of heading to the gym to capture Angie. Are you claiming I took advantage of that and called Ryoma for a rendezvous at the gym?
That'd be pretty difficult. We should probably look at other possibilities.
Maybe someone snuck into the gym while Kirumi and I were busy talking.
The only ones capable of that are the other three with no alibis.
Mew, Kaido, and Maki! Ah, you're including me too?
But there's actually one person we can rule out of the suspects list.
Right? There's one person who's totally not suspicious. Say who it is already.
As we're talking about the figure he saw, they certainly would have an alibi. We need to pin down who that was. The key to that fact lies in Kokichi, Gonta, and Miyu's statements. According to what we know, that figure she saw must be Mew.
That's it! Kokichi, you're talking about Mew, right?
I was very much hoping that it'd give me another non-stop debate there.
What? Mew?
Yeah, you can take her off the list. She actually has an alibi.
Booyah! Suck it, nerds!
Wait a sec. Since when does she have an alibi?
If you compare everyone's statements, there's no other possibility.
Oh yeah, I did see something odd while Karun was lecturing me. Nothing odd. And I saw a half-naked girl wandering around that courtyard in her underwear. It was too dark for me to make out who it was, but I saw her walk around for a bit.
A girl walking around half naked.
Who else could it be but the horny exhibitionist Mew?
We can't just jump to conclusions like that. He just saw a shadow, right?
He's begging for not suspected, for not being
anyone
suspected.
walking
Yeah.
around in women's underwear, even
Like-
me.
That'd be a whole different issue.
No, it's Mew, without a doubt. Mew and Gonta's statements prove it.
Oh, Gonta see me, but Gonta's face get red hot, so Gonta no could bring her. Your face got hot? You mean you were hot on the trail, right? No, she used her, what she called it, secret weapon? And then... Yeah. I had to use my secret woman weapon, and let's just leave it at that.
I see. It sounds like Gonta got an eyeful,
What? Why the heck were you in your underwear, Mew? Well, 'cause, you know, I'm pretty stacked, so I figured I'd take my clothes off so Gonta would be too flustered to touch me. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, you cockroaches.
Tarzan Goon boy, come on, man.
Anyway, I think the blood rushed to both of Gonta's heads because he got super embarrassed.
That says lingerie though.
Mew was in her underwear, and Gonta got weird feeling. So Gonta ran away.
Hey, fan service!
Well, when you got the body of a goddess, it's only natural to want to flaunt it. I show my panties to the boys all the time. And I mean all the time. So you're welcome, Gonta. Think of me during your next tug session.
Oh.
Most of that was unintelligible nonsense, but it would seem that Mew has an actual alibi.
This is like 90% of the game. Unintelligible nonsense.
Yep, it took a while, but at least we got everyone's alibis cleared up. We should remember all of this in case we need to recall these events again.
Oh, what, we gonna get another...
That leaves Kaito and Maki as...
Then one of them must be the culprit. But which one, I wonder?
Look, I told somebody yesterday... What did I say yesterday on Discord? No, it's not even Discord. I know unintelligible nonsense. This is worse. Look, no, wait, did I write that to Yuma? Who did I tell them? Who the hell, like... Look, it's like, I miss Nagito, and I can... This game makes summarizing characters pretty easy. You have Degenerate Male, you have Atua, and you have Nyeh. That's 3 characters summarized. Also, even if you like... Look, I said I hated Nagito, but Nagito is actually pretty good as a character. I gotta give him that. Never thought I'd say that. But these these characters are like, for the most part, worse than Soda ever was. Hot damn! No, I also talked about it with Yuma and with Shatira afterwards too. It's like... Look, I don't have any... Yeah, I wrote something like that. I don't have anything against characters expressing their special things, you know, their characterization. But it's really just... Most of the time, it's unintelligible nonsense, like I said. It's just full of talk. Right in the plot, like, why are we talking about the color of Mio's panties right now when we got Kaido on the strings, for example? Like... Thanks for the shock.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the culprit by its...
Shoe?
Hold up! Don't decide just yet!
Do Prime suspects Kaido and Maki, but something inside me doesn't want to accuse Kaido. We're going with that again. I want to believe Kaido until he's proven guilty. I will trust him.
Maybe we should determine the sequence of events. The culprit
No, we should do something more fun. And I have the perfect idea.
Perfect re. What?
We narrowed it down to 2 people, and one of those 2 is the culprit, right? Since we don't have to randomly accuse each other, finding the truth just got much easier. So let's find the truth with a more effective method.
And what is this effective method?
Torture!
If one of them is the culprit, then the innocent one should know who the guilty one is. Yeah? Because if you know you're not the culprit, then you can just accuse the other person.
Yes, that is true.
Which means there is one person among us who definitely knows who the culprit is.
If I know who it is, if I get it right, I get to cancel all my Danganronpa drinking games. Right!
To that someone who knows, do your best to convince us. Work harder!
Work harder!
Work harder?
Have the 2 argue for their innocence. That's how we'll decide our culprit.
Even if we did that, wouldn't they just pass the blame back and forth?
And...
Huh?
You guys talk about cooperation and teamwork, but you're all afraid. You're too scared to point your fingers at others, so you hide behind the word trust. How do you expect to find the culprit when you're all worried about each other's feelings?
I can't believe it! He's being useful! How did that happen?
If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit!
Look, Shark, you don't know who it is, and if nobody will react to it in any way, that's fine. Because I'm still guessing too, and I'm guessing it's Kaido. Fine, if you didn't look it up and you type it out, it's good.
If we want to find the liar, I suggest that the 2 suspects argue against each other.
Sounds like reverse Nagito, somehow.
No more pointless deductions. All we need is for them to fight for their lives. So let's host an argument that's totally not boring but super fun!
Ikukichi. Balkuki, that's a mental image I didn't need, thank you.
We'll catch the culprit in their lies when we find a contradiction.
No, we ruled Akirumi because she was alone for 5 minutes.
Until they screw up! That's how a true class trial works. Right, Monokuma?
A development like that would liven things up a bit.
Yep, I totes agree.
You're agreeing with Monokuma? Just whose side are you on?
Thinking made. It's pushing too hard on it being the others with making me think it's gonna be one they're ignoring. Well, yeah. It's the one thing I don't want, to be honest.
I don't want to die either, you know. That's why we need to take this seriously. A hot debate to smoke out the liar.
And how do you expect us to start this?
If you guys need some help getting started, I can give out the first topic. Our first topic is this! Ta-da!
The Cubs pad.
Not just any Cubs pad, but the one given to our latest victim, Ryoma. When we started investigating, I went straight to his room to borrow it.
So it wasn't the culprit who took the video from his room. It was you.
Well, to be honest, there's also this possibility of... What's it? Of Kirumi being ordered to kill Ryoma by Ryoma.
And the reason why I brought it out just for this occasion is...
Man, Kaido is just shouting too much, to be honest.
because one of these two had Ryoma's motive video. Dun dun dun!
One of these two had it?
And for us to figure that out, we need to know who this motive video belongs to. Take a guess, everyone! Whose motive video did Ryoma have?
It'll probably be Maki's. Because we had Ryoma's. Kaido's.
That's it. It was Maki's motive video, right?
Wow, how did you ever guess? Ooh, I know! It's because the motive video that you have belongs to Kaito. Process of elimination wins again. The obvious answer was Maki, right?
Is that true, Shuichi?
Yes, you're right.
And what about that? Just because Ryoma had my motive video, that doesn't make me the culprit.
Finally, you said something! This is how a debate should be. I only brought up the motive video to make you talk.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna go with Ultimate Cleanup in R5.
Okay, now that we got the party rolling, let's get you and Kaito ready to argue. Remember, if you're not the culprit, then that means the other one is. Got that? Let's start this extreme death debate. Tear up the other's lies, rip each other apart.
Like I said, we only get rid of a good character this time.
What are you trying to...
Quit screwing around! We don't need to debate who's a culprit! I'm not the culprit! That's for sure.
Which means...
Kaito, wait. Maybe Kokichi is wrong. Maybe he...
But Maki isn't the culprit either.
Huh?
What?
Huh? Really? You're saying neither of you are the culprit? Then what would be the point of this whole debate?
Who cares about that? All I know is that neither me or Maki are the culprit. It's just a hunch I've got.
Hunch? Are you being serious? You do know all our lives are on the line here, right? And you're betting our lives on just a hunch?
You don't get it. This isn't just any hunch.
Kokichi's logic is fishy. To be fair, look, I played 1 and 2 on stream, and I knew how they won. Or I knew how they went, and they're pretty good still. Like, I knew how 2 would resolve, I knew who the mastermind was in 1. And I still played them on stream, because I still enjoyed the cases. This one I don't so much.
This is an official hunch from the Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars.
They got some private time in the bathroom.
How illogical. This is even more difficult to comprehend than Kokichi's antics.
You're totally not serious. You can't be that stupid, right?
No, he might actually be that stupid. Damn idiot!
A damned idiot!
Hey, don't call me an idiot! Anyway, me and Maki aren't the culprit.
Why though?
There's no doubt about it. I believe in Maki.
You what?
You believe in her? But based on what?
Huh? I don't gotta base it on anything. No matter where the clues point. In the end, the only thing that matters is what I believe, right? Whether I believe or not. Whether I want to believe or not. That's the only thing that matters.
So, you do not have any evidence?
Somebody explain me why you gotta do these emojis with the gender sign behind that. Somebody explain that to me right now, because I do not get it.
Only baseless conjecture.
But I totally get where he's coming from, because I want to believe in Himiko too.
Like, isn't the emoji itself enough? Want to believe, huh? Yeah, I think I understand that.
Wanting to believe in someone is a beautiful act, yes. However, it is a sentiment that has no place in a class trial.
He's an idiot after all.
It's okay to be idiot, as long as you believe in people.
Oh, it does it automatically.
Guys, I said don't call me an idiot. Really hurts my feelings.
That's even worse. I'm not blaming it on you. I'm blaming the software. It's true. That's not what a class trial is about. It's an idiot push monkey perform himself. Meh. You're supposed to think logically, you can't get your feelings into it. It's absurdity, total absurdity, but then again, that absurdity saved me before, right? Oh, flashbacks! Why? Why do you trust me, Kaido? There's a chance that I'm not believing you because I want to. Do I need a reason other than that? What? Isn't that what you believed in, Kaede? I mean, sure, I might get betrayed in the end, but if I worry about that, I won't be able to believe in the people I want to believe in. Hamza FBI Maki to not be the culprit. I mean, is he really hiding himself? If I can't trust my logic, maybe I should trust Kaido's feelings too, because he's saying that neither him nor Maki are the culprits. Yeah, it'll work in the end, so...
I'll believe in Maki as well.
What?
That's our Kaido, right? Making us think with our hearts.
No, you're not, Shark.
You
if you
too?
were, you would have been banned already.
How could the ultimate detective believe in someone without proof?
But there's no proof linking Maki or Kaido to this crime either. I believe in innocent until proven guilty. For now, they are innocent.
No, you couldn't.
Right on, Shuichi. I knew I picked a good sidekick.
And by the way, I might be the ultimate detective, but I'm in training. I told you that, didn't I? I'm just an apprentice, not a real detective.
But you don't have proof you are Tua either. Checkmate.
How do you plan to get closer to the truth without suspecting either of them? Unless you have evidence to the contrary, these two will remain suspects.
So I just have to turn it around, right?
Huh?
It's not like I owe that idiot a favor or anything just because he defended me. But that hopeless idiot may have encouraged me a bit.
Seriously, enough's enough. Stop calling me an idiot.
What are you trying to say, Maki?
I didn't want to say anything, but I can't stay silent forever. So I'll tell you.
Oh, tell us what?
That you suck. Then again, Shark, I have never seen you.
I met up with Ryoma during nighttime yesterday.
Told you. Wait, what?
Ryoma? At nighttime?
So Ryoma was still alive at nighttime?
I thought the crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night.
But that's wrong, because I met up with Ryoma during nighttime.
If that's true, then we have no basis for suspecting only Kaito and Maki.
That's right. Everyone suspected them, because they have alibis for those times.
My brain is melting.
That means me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
Quit fucking around! You think I'm dumb enough to swallow that line of crap?
Yes, this seems too convenient.
But why did Maki wait until now to mention that?
It's totally obvious! Maki's so desperate that she has to lie.
Was that a lie? Did Maki lie to us? It's true, we don't have all the facts. But why would Maki say that now of all times? Trust her innocence, I should believe her statement. But should I? break time. Fuck it. Yeah, and Fox is called Foxby. That's true. This game also drops inputs on a regular basis, and I fucking hate that.
Now then.
Look, I'm following the truth no matter what, and I don't care if it hurts or not. I just want to get this series done. If you were to rewind town like 6 months at the end of November, then you would see a happy-go-lucky Mika doing Danganronpa Case 1, and it's like, hey! And now I'm like, I grew old in 6 months. Can you believe it? It seems the voting is finished. Now then, let's see the result. Who'll be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadful wrong one?
The hell you
Wait a second, what result? Voting time hasn't happened yet. Yes, it has. Don't you remember, Monosuke? No, it hasn't. You're the one who doesn't remember, Monotaro.
Oh.
Not long before you get old. My mental state has been breaking apart since the first game, that's true. Oh, I mean, you're right. Silly me. I'm so forgetful. Oh, I didn't expect you all get so worked up over such a small lie. You get so pretty gullible, huh? Well, anyway, let's just skip the trial and jump ahead to chapter 3. Wait a second, we didn't know the culprit yet. There, look at Rentaro. That was chapter 1's case. How can you be this forgetful? Oh yeah, you haven't seen me really break.
Another shocking truth revealed.
Back to square one.
Square one? If Square won, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
After that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
Wow! What does that mean?
It means he doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument. Like this one.
We shouldn't listen to anything Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
Oh, also the Mono Kid has a honorable mark there. Ugh. Imagine if halfway through Orphan of Cause you had to participate in the clash. Oh, god damn it. Ah!
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
You're one to talk.
Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate.
Shut up.
I'll listen to what you have to say.
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab. He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
The Monocups are a pretty good slapstick group, but I don't get half-head jokes.
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
Obviously.
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct? Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video?
Motive video, motive video, motive video, motive video. That's a drinking game.
I wouldn't know.
No shark.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
Who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video? Would have to be someone who knew who had each pad. Where is he? There he is.
It's you! That would be Kokichi.
Cubs pads! Gotta catch them all! I even got the pads belonging to people who aren't here! Now everyone can watch their motive videos!
So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
Someone get me the script for the game and filter it for Tenko, and whenever she makes a reference to males or degenerates, cut that line out and then see how big her script is. Like, it has to be only like 25% the size of it, what it actually is.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma asked you for his motive video?
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Wow, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
And then what happened?
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
If that story is true.
It's true.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
Yet, like I said, it's just... Wait. Oh, I told that to Save File yesterday. So I told him yesterday, V3's character cast is... They take their tropes to the maximum. Like, the literally ridiculous maximum. That's what they are.
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
Suspected? What for?
Excuse me?
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected. Kirumi said it earlier. It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. That's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
It is quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Yes, yes! Those who believe shall be saved!
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Huh? What now?
You never answered my question.
Also, they keep cutting off each other, and it's weird.
Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important?
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma, it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime. I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony. Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki. Okay, it's true. I told Ryoma.
Just as I thought.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party. I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki.
What's that again?
That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet. Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
So you still suspect me?
I am saying it could still be a possibility.
I like how we're still going over the whole thing, who's the murderer, when we haven't even investigated like half the clues we have.
If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely. Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
The truth?
She's not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No, this is a world of lies and betrayal.
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things!
I find Maki's testimony suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
This is difficult to determine.
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime.
Why is I'll never ultimate crime scene analysis expert? It took me a long time. I've had so much to spare about how useless I am.
I'm telling the truth.
Is it a lie or the truth? This is the turning point.
Who changed favorite case?
No, screw Angie. And I said I would believe in Kato, and that means believe in Maki. And that means I have to do it. I need to us all on the same page. I have to change where this argument is going, just like I did it. Oh, what? We have to lie?
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie!
I can convince them that Maki met up with someone.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
How do I do this? Like that?
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
No? Damn.
I was wrong!
Oh wait, it drains my HP?
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
Hot damn, it does.
What a load of crap!
Hot damn, it does, you're right.
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see
notice.
those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As did Maki
Oh, I
is
don't
lying
heal
to
yet
us.
because I don't have that. Good.
If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie!
Can see what they're trying to do, but they're failing at pulling it off mechanics-wise. With all the damn filler. Can't say the two had met now. That is too obvious a lie. So if I can convince them, Maki met up with someone.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Look, I don't care what that is.
Did anyone see those two together?
Nobody either confirm or deny what he
Surely they would
said.
have come forward already.
He's
If no
banned.
one can prove that this meeting...
That's how we
I'll
do it.
reveal the truth.
I don't care what it was. Get the fucker out of here.
I might not be able to prove they met, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone.
I just skimmed it.
Oh, please explain.
Look, I know
I'm a
people.
little motivated.
Thanks for gifting this up to what? Or to Vaj. Still. Shark, Missy, thank you very, very much for that. Look, I know you people probably cannot see it, right? Or can click on message delete or whatever. But I literally said after banning the guy, do not confirm or deny it. And I'm glad I already forgot. Whatever.
Well, Kaito and I train together every night. And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late. Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry.
Look, that all got me like... This might not be... Maybe it would prove to admit, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone. Well, Kaito and I trained together every night, and yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started
Don't
late.
have to say anything. Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs when we heard two people talking.
People talking?
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one. But now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
What?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
Look, I'm not talking about anyone who's here specifically. I'm just saying that this whole... That people on the internet are assholes. And B... Whatever this community is, it's messed up. Alright? That's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute! If you heard their voices, then that means...
So Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Because until just now, I didn't think it was relevant. I had no reason to bring it up.
Now, we don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
I said I'm not talking about anyone being here, right?
That is true. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner. But considering the circumstances, I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma. None of us were talking to Maki last night, correct? So it must have been him.
And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time? If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have checked. We are still part of a killing game after all.
Whoa, chill out. Why the scary face? That was my bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know? I wouldn't do something so uncool.
Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not lying.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
You're gonna believe him? Just like that? But Shuichi has no reason to lie.
I don't suddenly remember you said you remember talking to Maki last night. Looks at Phoenix right. Sit down!
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep. Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
That's right. You can believe me.
Gentleman Gonta.
Yeah, you're right. I'll believe him too. Belief shall set you free.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar, especially after we believed him for so long. We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
All right, that proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime.
So he knows it's a lie. Good.
In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
But I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
So, everyone is culprit again?
So, we're right back where we started. What a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
Well, the
Now we're
gym's
getting
locked
to the
at
good part.
nighttime, so it must have been the next morning, but...
That's not possible.
Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what happened.
Then when did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
When did Ryoma's body get placed in the piranha tank? Maki was with Ryoma around midnight, so it couldn't have been before nighttime. And if it couldn't have been this morning after Dad leaves... Oh god, what are you... She's wrong, Big Bong.
The only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, Dick Cheese?
Dick Cheese?
But that's the only possibility, because by morning we were already at the gym.
Dick Cheese, what?
It may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
Look, in the end, there's just gonna be some dipshits who literally created the account in the last half year. Or a few hours ago, right? And they're gonna come in here and spoil it and get banned, and that's their goal. Done. We don't care.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress.
What a terrible title for a guard.
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
People are assholes and they risk getting spoiled by streaming such a game.
I don't even play baseball.
I'm known far and wide as Squidward. Squidward.
But we can't disobey school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
Calm down, everyone. Going to sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your arguments. Disagreement? What? A disagreement? You mean you're split down the middle again? Then the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
That's like the judge being, shut up! You focus on this topic now.
Yippee! We've been waiting for this!
Jeez, we gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
There's no end to the wig. Wow. Seems like our opinions are split in this matter, but if we focus on the evidence, the facts will become clear. All I have to do is show them and make them accept it. If I can get them to see the truth now, my lie would have been for nothing. I won't fail. Split opinion. An actually interesting mode in it. If I had to invite one person to the party, be Munaguma, because they know the party will be killer. God damn it.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others, before the announcement.
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit? Himiko!
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Kaito!
Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
I got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself. But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
This mode is pretty good.
It's true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could. I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
That window's higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by. The curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window.
Oh. Sorry.
The window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
Ryoma was small.
After around 175 hours, we get the good part of the trial. Something like that, yes. No, see, 175 hours is not even an exaggeration with this game because it takes for fucking ever. Ronto doesn't even have "this is our answer" line, and Ryoma's was never used. Wow.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that.
Right.
Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
Because Rentaro dies in the first case, so it's before the split opinion thing is ever brought up, and Ryoma's on the other side of the argument.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it.
I know. They used the ladder in the gym. You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi.
So he was the one getting countered in the first
window,
argument.
Right? So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
Through the window! No, I don't think that method is possible because the ladder couldn't have been used like that and Scramson can prove it. There wasn't time to move it. No.
Oh no!
Wait, hold up. Ah! Ladder couldn't have been like that in the time because the ladder can't be moved? I'm an idiot! Never mind me, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I messed it at talking about the window.
That's it!
Did you actually being useful about mentioning a
The
door?
only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage.
Oh, that's why. Draws take so long, I've killed 2 more people while we're incurred. Any of these kids being useful is a miracle, yeah.
If you use the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it. The ladder could barely
Shut up,
reach
Ren.
the window when it was on the stage. And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage.
Oh.
Finally, the ladder was found in the gym, correct? If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
It's the reserve class. It's gotta be before Danganronpa 2 Tragedy. This is Danganronpa 2.5. No wonder they're all idiots. I know we're living that will hit you.
Hard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
Gentlemen not throw dead bodies. Or ladders.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with. It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
After the pandemic, please.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible.
Sorry, you're right.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
Gentlemen know how to be silent.
How the culprit moved the body from the window. Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Do you have the answer then?
But of course. Tell him, Shuichi. Blow him all away with the truth.
I actually don't know that yet.
What?
The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
Kaido, I know the answer, but tell them Shuichi Momoto have won. It's pretty much Byakuya 0.2.
Seriously?
Serves you right. You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty. Dudes just need to shut up and take their licks.
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for. Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi.
I know. I have to do something, but...
Tell him, Kaido. Wait, I skipped over that. I'm an idiot. I don't know what to do. I haven't figured that out yet. Ugh. Damn it, am I really not good enough? Oh, am I? Am I no good as a detective? Is this really the time for self-doubting me? Do I have the time to doubt myself while I don't have time to doubt myself? Can I make time for that? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
Maki, being as she is, would be the teacher, and the rest, I don't have a name for that. Brain leaks, the blown bulb brigade. Yes, yes. They all belong to the blown bulb brigade. Thank you, Graham. Because the light's on already. What?
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out.
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it.
You know what was missing at the part? We won't figure out culprit trick. It's not a trick, it's magic.
We shouldn't focus on where we found the body.
We'd be done by now, Layla.
We need to focus on where he was killed.
Where he was killed?
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
Yes, that's it. We were so caught up in where the body was found, when we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet? That's strange.
Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
I've been speaking about nonsensical fillers. That's important to remember. It's not as if everyone here wants us to find the truth. One of us is trying to sabotage this trial.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
Redbug gets stuck in the bucket of water and drowned.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
What? Makes Mega Dimension's story looks like Charles Darwin. Yeah, we established that, Gunda. Have you been on? You probably have been looking for bugs. Charles Darwin, Charles Dickens. Same thing. If we can determine where all this started, we can determine how it ended. Yeah, it's much too soon to quit. The trial has only just begun.
Thank you, Maki. That was a helpful insight.
I can't believe you didn't notice that. I guess that's why you're still an apprentice.
Burned.
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
Shut up.
But the cause of death was drowning. There is nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drown in toilets? Impossible.
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool. Even if you use magic, there's no other way.
She actually said something.
Well,
wow.
Must be the pool then.
Nah, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
Wow.
Shut your mouth, you noisy sow.
Sal?
That is a gasm face if I've ever seen one.
first, let's establish the...
So he couldn't have drowned in the pool because of the pool runes.
But the cause of death was drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drowning.
Toilet?
Impossible.
We should
Impossible
consider places where
for.
water is stored.
The only place that fits is...
That's wrong! The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime. No swimming is allowed at nighttime, so a living person could not have gone in.
Yep, a dead body is fine because it's just an object. But if a living person entered the pool, I think I might cry.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying. In the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
That's a football joke?
Anyway, we can conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
Where was Ryoma killed if not pool? Is there other place where water can be stored?
Technically, they are related. Grim! I'm referring to it as what the world commonly knows and what you, not what you Yorkshire dipshit call it. I wouldn't call it football either, but that's what they call it, and they call it by what they call it. Look, alright. What's the question? I missed it. What clue shows Ryoma was killed? Oh, wait, we just,
This is it! The sink in Ryoma's lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Scratch marks on the sink?
That's not football, it's American rugby.
And I believe those scratches were caused by...
I'm just joking.
This is it! The handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Oh yeah, sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab.
Given I was seeing these games ages ago, all I'll do is blame myself for murders whenever I can.
The marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room.
I think what Wash is referring to is the mono cups are the same colors as the Warriors of Hope were in Unity.
The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
Ow!
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
I wonder.
Because Ryoma was wearing them, right?
Duh.
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank.
I don't care about that. If the world calls it football, then the world is right and not you English people. Also, the trust in this game are hella confusing. Like the end of Danganronpa 2 levels look confusing. End of Danganronpa 2 was completely fine. I look. The only thing that was confusing about Danganronpa 2 was why they turned about how the fucking farmhouse worked for hours on end. And you know, the 10 hours intro. But still. GIF. Because reasons.
I'm certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
Feetball, that's it!
The handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
So the culprit handcuffed Ryoma and drowned him in his lab's sink.
But Danganronpa 2 and 2's end was pretty good, I gotta say. For sure beats whatever this is right now.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
That crunching texture with the fatty parts just right. Then when they bite down, it gushes.
Stop! Please stop!
I know, just off his case.
How did culprit handcuff
Just kill everyone.
Ryoma? He could have used Shukuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him.
It's possible they knocked him out before handcuffing him. Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bones.
Shukichi's voice actor is pretty good, but that he was the same as Fuyuhiko's voice actor, so, yeah.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by...
Just need to break the controller! Oh no! Don't break the controller! It's all my fault.
Whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to myself.
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed. Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
On is already dead.
So we all agree Ryoma was drowned in the sink in his lap, right?
Let's see, meme. I need a good laugh today. How about that one? How about that one? Thank you for redeeming that, Yuma. Yeah, it's the one, the tamest and funniest one I found on first try. Which is it? Alright.
That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
It does fit. It does.
All right, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
Boom! You just popped the most obvious answer down there.
But how did the culprit carry his body to the gym from there?
I do wonder that.
Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
Was there a shortcut?
Well, her saying fuck definitely beats another character calling everybody a degenerate male every 2 sentences. How about the window?
There!
There!
The shortcut is the window in Ryoma's lab.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open. Except the one in Ryoma's lab. And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
You only need like 1 millimeter of water, he's a small boy.
Do you think a culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window. How's that? Mission complete!
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed earlier. The gym window was too high to reach from the poolside, even if one used the ladder.
That's right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
And don't come back.
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
You don't know a lot of important information. Now that I'm sure the scene of the crime was Ryoma's lab, the case is becoming clearer. To determine how the body got from the crime scene to where it was found, I have to figure out how to get from the third floor window to the gym. Not the magic. Alright then, I have to analyze the possible methods and find the most likely. What is that? Psych taxi? What? When you have to deduce how things are connected, Psych Taxi will start up. The objective of this mode is to gather the letter cubes lying around to form the question. Hold left click to accelerate and use the A and D keys to steal left and right. By picking up letter cubes lying around, you can complete the question. Once you've completed the question, you head toward the escort that has the correct answer. Crazy Taxi 0.01. Hat er überhaupt einen Führerschein? Does he have a driver's license? That's the important question. If it's the right answer, then get in your car. If it's wrong, oh god. If it's the wrong answer, something bad happens. Also, there will be other cars on the road. If you hit those, you will take focus energy damage. If it's getting dangerous, use space to concentrate, stay calm and avoid them. Please drive safely, enjoy the ride. Please respond at your earliest convenience. Oh god. Oh god, it steers like shit. What was the old Sega game called? You know, the arcade game. What happens if you pick the wrong answer? I don't know. The body was brought from where? From the lab window. Okay. Smack him. Oh, I have to drive, okay. I don't apologize, it's fine. You can always translate if you need to. Like my chat will, like, I say that below the stream, you're free to talk in German to me, I'll get it. Where are these so-called other cars on the road? Here's a minigame summing up what we already knew. Wait, isn't that like the closing argument though? Can you pick one wrong answer? I can probably try to. The body was brought to the gym from where? Yeah, thinking time. Yeah. Please insult me in German. From the gym door. Alright, there you go, the wrong answer then. Oh, we just splat them, alright. There you go. Just splat. Splat. It's Logic Dive, but more lame. Congrats. Also, you can control this thing with the mouse. It's horrible. Fucking hell. I'm Shuichi getting all the hot babes. Oh, there's another car. Wow. That's still money. You're taking all my Mario Kart items. God damn it. Does that count as hitting your car? How much HP do I have anyway? Wait, there's a Monokuma on the road! What the fuck? How was it moved from a classroom window to the gym window? With a rope! Cause it's a joke! Oh, I should have hit that? Alright. Hidden call was anticlimactic. It sure was. Working more in the week today. Yeah, then you probably can hear a lot of cursing.
Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
No way!
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window.
Through the window! Oh, they do hide them inside the minigames? God damn it.
I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
No, I don't believe he was thrown, but perhaps another way.
But Mr. Wright, what does it mean?
There's no other way to move it.
Tell him, Nagi. It's not like tossing a shot football. Or, you know, tossing a glass orb. Nobody could do that.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh? Equipment?
It's time to be a pirate.
With this equipment, they can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
Yeah, those Monokumas ran. Wait, how did you mess up the nap smoke? You did it right though. Why doesn't it show? Weird. It's really weird. Well, this equipment that can connect the two windows. Yeah. No, not the tennis net, but the tennis cable. Wait, what are we looking for? It's used to connect the two windows. Oh, the rope, obviously.
There! The rope found behind the
Oh, right,
stage
there's a dot right
used
behind
to
that.
connect
You're
the
right, you're right.
windows.
I didn't see that.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Atua can reveal.
What mysterious mystery?
During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason. It's a mysterious mystery. Only Atua knows the answer.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope and threw it into the gym window?
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows,
According to the sign at the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet. And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
Wait, who said that?
Oh my god!
Even if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
Throws anime and game reference around like nobody's business, but doesn't get that simple joke.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, going to think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Another rope. There was only one, though.
Oh, then it impossible. Sorry.
I'm sure there was another rope, or at least something that could be used as a rope. Fox should beat me to it. Mark your alone, that.
This is it!
It is impossible.
The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
How long is it?
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so. First, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit move to other side and tie cable to other window. Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together. That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Wow! That's amazing, Gonta! You're so knowledgeable.
It's nothing. Gonta use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
Eureka! I got it! Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration.
What spiration? Oh.
But in my case, it's 100% inspiration!
You get it. Just tell us already.
So knowledgeable to me, please don't praise Gonta for common sense. Yes, I translated it, Graham, thank you.
Split it from one window to the other, like Tarzan!
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank.
I never want to make the old trials even more special than the old ones. Man, you have to study that shit to kill someone here. Kill someone here. That's science. Ugh.
Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
I like how it zoomed in on him. Wait. So my chat has to be laggy because I thought... whatever.
Tarzan? But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
Hold on. Thank you for that! I needed that! Oh my fucking god! I'll be right back! Fantastic. Now that I've wiped away these tears of pure joy, thank you for that, Yuma. I'm going to order something real quick. So bear with me for a second. This is fantastic. I love it. We'll continue in around 2 minutes. Give me a moment, please. This is so good. Tell him, Maggie! Tell him! Yeah, it's just Monday and Saturday. God damn it. Oh, there's none. What a shame.
Take the Vanguard.
That increased in price. Thank you, Kirishima, for following. Oh, what? What, another one, Grim? Hold on, I need to do this order real quick. I'll do it in a second. Give me a moment. Oh my god, this is expensive, but whatever. Sure. That's how we do it. Okay. This is all fine. Do that, do that, do that. Work faster, people. He has to choose. Oh no. It's only up to chart this broken the chart. Look, I'm just glancing at it on stream and I'm like, oh Jesus, this is way too good. The desperate look in that text, it's so great. Tell him, Daggy! Tell him! This is so good. The last thing that broke me like that was the Ghost Stories clip, clip I played during JoJo's half a year back. God damn, that was something. Let me catch up with Chad. This is so good. I just can't. That clip was fantastic. It was so good. Let's see. I have to scroll through the images here. Give me a moment, Graham. Hold up. Let me take down this first. Yep. Wait. That's a break time thing. All right. That's good. Let me take this away. Because else I'm gonna break down even more laughter. Not sure if I mentioned this, but when I had my PC factory resetted, I saved all my... Oh no, all Minecraft world's gone. Oh no! Oh no, you had them all saved on pen drive and didn't lose anything important. That's good then. Man, we need to pay 90 for Blu-ray. Hold on. Hold on. Beams! Alright, how about we take this? It's not as good, but it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. Still pretty good. Very fitting for the trial too. Good boy Hajime. It's like I also imagine this being like me being Hajime and Shark being Kokichi. I did it. I'm the command. Nope, he's lying. Moving on. hey, butterscotch. I do shout them out often, and I do host them often. Check them out. It's Butterscotch Gaming. Two wonderful people, X and Zero, playing lots and lots of variety games. Lately, they're playing Monster Hunter together. Also, Dungeons and Dragons on Saturdays. How's it going? I just had a laugh breakdown. That was pretty good. That took my mood up a bit. But I know memes. Proud noises. Alright, dude, look. I can put up the ghost story spotting clip again because it's still pretty good. Why do we have to do a bit of story here before we do that? Maybe at the end of the stream. How about that? Alright. What happened last? Tarzan something. But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved in. Yeah, okay.
That is
good.
Not
moving on.
Just one rope.
Moving on. That's like 10 minutes downtime.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Not just the rope?
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank.
I don't think we're going that much longer, Shark.
Just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan.
Half to an hour or something.
The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
You're confusing me. You were definitely onto something. It's true that the culprit needed to place the body directly into the piranha tank. If the body were to fall, the carpet would not have been able to retrieve it. Right. Thanks to that meme, I am now completely restored again and my mood is way up. Thank you for that. They would have only one shot at it, no second chances. So obviously the culprit would have wanted to put the body into the tank carefully, meaning they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. The problem is, how did they get near it? With the cuffs! All that we know right now is that there was a rope that connected the windows. Somehow the culprit used that to move the body used that to move the window and were close to the window themselves, right? To make that work, they had to have used something else. But what would that be? What could they have done?
All right, Shuichi, the stage is finally set.
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial. It all starts with you. You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event. And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Together?
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick.
Jesus.
I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Yeah.
Why do we just... Okay, I can do this. I'll solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. This is the main event. Something was used with the ropes to move the body between the windows. Think, come on, think! Hangman's Gambit, oh no! What did the culprit fashion to move the body between the windows? Rotten Bro, no. Rope. I was about to say rope dart, man. Rope. Rope. I'm missing 3 letters. Rope. Hey, Dexper. Rope. Rope. Alright, so it's not a Y. Yeah, I was thinking about an A. What, ropeway? Ropeway. God damn it. Does that really translate to the thing I think it does?
Yes, that's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
No, it doesn't. Look, if I translate from English to German ropeway, it gives Seilbahn, right? Which is a ropeway. But if I straight up translate Seilbahn to English back, it's cable car. Or cable railway. I've never heard that word before.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that? Wow, you got drain damage or something? You'd need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
No, that definitely was. The couple used it to move the body along the rope. What? In scenes where I have to deduce an image, mind mine will begin. In this mode, the objective is to dig up an answer. At the beginning, the answer will be completely covered by pieces. Use the mouse to move the cursor and left click to erase the pieces. Pieces will be erased when 2 or more of the color connect. The adjacent pieces will then change color in the following order: white, pink, yellow, and then back to white. If you do it right, you can remove all pieces from an object. The trick is to predict how the adjacent piece will change. When all pieces on top of an object are gone, you can select the object as an answer. If you select the correct object, the wrong object, your influence gauge will take damage. If there's just one piece left, you can repeatedly left click on it to break it. But that will incur a time penalty, so don't clicking like crazy. It might sound complicated, but trust me, you'll get it as you play. Oh, it's like that. Alright. Weird. Okay. I think I fucked it up, and I think I found what I'm looking for.
I see it.
God damn it, it's an unnecessary minigame.
It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side? Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides. The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows. And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported 2 people. The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym.
Yes, a zipline. See, zipline I would have gotten.
Window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully.
Zipline! Zipline!
Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Sometimes I do wonder if they make these words
When you
especially
put it
obscure.
like that, it certainly sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules? It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay. Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Eh?
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Oh, shit!
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
His foot! Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Ropeways will travel in both directions. The zipline is one way, so it would be a ropeway if they used it to get back to you, which they didn't.
Pops?
Uh-oh! Daddy's mad at you now!
Huh?
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Bully.
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes. I want us all to get along.
Said Byakuya.
Monodum's right!
Monosuke, you better thank Monodum. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up? But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder? That's some crazy-ass shit! But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side.
Look, if that was, if it really was Kurumi, then she was super, super, super uncareful about the inner tube. Like, why the fuck would you do that, girl?
Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see! The rope was thrown from the window! That's why we found it there!
Also, why throw the rope there?
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
The reason the culprit left it in the pool is obvious. The reason was nighttime.
That's it! Even if they wanted to get
I don't get the multiple trips part, but
because
sure.
this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope,
I'm sorry, Shark.
the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them. Ha! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. Well, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Shut up. Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway. Ah, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
Now, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. We're so close. We're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Okay.
Now we need one with Kaido. But this still works. Nah, one. Still works.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
Yeah, I have a good idea of who the culprit is.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
Yeah, I need to believe in my detective work. This whole setup would have had to be blah. This whole setup would have had to be prepared in the gym well beforehand. Knowing that, now we're starting to list the suspects. God damn it.
It has to be you! There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
Why is it always the good characters and not the trashy ones, right?
The wrong choice?
We had... Look, not that I dislike her, but we had Hina, and we had Hiro, and we had Toko survive the first one. We had Brainlet Akane survive, we had Sonya survive, we had Soda survive. It's probably... Look, my assumption is that Ryoma asked her to kill her. Or kill him.
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
Oh lord. What, Kokichi?
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
Also very
Alibi
peculiar.
for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I was about to say that's like, oh. Whoops.
Oh no!
Pain.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
That was too easy.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
Let's listen.
And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
Right.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Nah.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
That's true.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body.
So am
He and
I.
Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
Was Kirumi to implicate herself? My logic is to be airtight. There's a hole in the story somewhere, I just have to stay calm and find it.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're...
Got too big to ride. Gonta too big to ride cable car. Yeah. What's this covered in? Gym. How's the devil's drowning?
The culprit. Do you think we would...
Then he got in front of a lab last night, just stayed in a dorm room until only during nighttime. Oh wait.
Fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not.
God damn it, I was wrong. See a red string of characters, they got more time in each chapter. The culprit will be free. I mean, that's been the reason it was, or that's how it was in the other Danganronpas too. You get sorry, you die. Well, except for Toko.
Is this... We can't let it...
Hold on.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Should you give me force the ultimate entomologist lab? 5 minutes. Kokichi's ultimate entomologist. You will see multiple times when we're going to cortical injury. She was in the gym alone for around 5 minutes.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be
Nope. Does everyone gonna make this also wrong to begin with?
Damn it!
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Ah, that's where you have to shoot it. Good. So it was one too early again.
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi.
So it was like we thought.
The preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up.
So, Danganronpa's time spans are very, very, very vast. You can set up a part of a murder in 5 minutes, but you cannot walk next door in 5 minutes.
Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
Rather, walking from point A to point B usually takes you 1 to 2 hours.
This is my selfless devotion.
Oh.
While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
Oh boy. Window, black piece of fabric.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
God damn it. Wonder when the you all dumb part would happen?
I was wrong!
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words, it is just a guess, and then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than deception.
Ow.
I am referring to the rope.
Oh.
Now, with that rope,
okay.
It is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
I'll cut through your words!
Man, Hajime did it better.
I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Were those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Blades, cut! Ha!
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Is Kirumi quiet cause that's what happened?
Trial isn't even 3 hours long, but it feels like 5 hours.
Please Answer us, Kirumi.
We're closing in on
Shuichi is
3
doing
hours.
This for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone.
For everyone?
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them.
Like he's talking to a dog. Stamcat is sleeping. Someone help me. Can't you just lift her off? You know, carefully, or will you wake up?
So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
What? Where's this coming from? The response seems genuine. What did she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for all our sake? Am I wrong? Is Kirumi innocent? I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Kaido?
I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
Could you order her to confess? Nah, that would conflict with the other order she has. I suppose...
Someone outside of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
Nah, that's not how it went.
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
Duh.
Really? Do you swear to Atua?
No.
Yes, really.
No!
So please believe me. I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together. I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to!
Kirumi!
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else. Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
How rude.
Kirumi dies about her. She's dead.
Just
Believe
can't
it.
believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well.
Why did the people who cooked the food die first or early? Like, Teru died, made fantastic food. Kirumi's about to die, makes fantastic food.
She really
I guess they just don't want to eat.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the
Shatira's next.
You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct?
Always 2-minute cup ramen.
But you
We actually
cannot
cooked him
accuse
one?
me of being the culprit with that insufficient
Nobody in
proof.
particular.
It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
Oh, Hina made donuts and sweets. Yeah.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
But that's about all she did.
Maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise.
I got food.
As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
Sleeping again. They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. So it's up to me. I have to do it. I use my detective work to prove it.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am—
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit. I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body. If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway, then the final clue falls into place.
The final clue?
It's the piece
The
of
DNA
fabric
evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit? Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Always the kill game, no remorse.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
No doubts, I'm confident I'm right. I'm going to present everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty. It's that.
This is it!
Whatever it is this.
The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty.
Graham and Shark are going for the bromance way. I see.
I couldn't figure out what it was.
Something like Ibuki would never do something, but die in the dumbest scenario. Ugh. Wait, what the fuck? What is this and reconnected? Oh, was it the controller? Whatever.
I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain it's an important piece of the puzzle, because like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym, but how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
But that would have left a bad burn.
Yeah, so what? You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Finding out how the black fabric fits into this is key to everything. I'll make it all clear now. Argument, armament. Oh wait, how did
You
this
are
go?
incorrect.
Button pressing?
What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die. In this class trial,
Yeah. I suck, you know.
everyone's life is at stake. I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. Ah! What does that piece of trash prove?
Kirumi's gloves.
It ends here! The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
I don't want to see that.
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't barehanded.
Yeah.
I guess welcome to Shatiro's world, eh?
One got all torn up from the friction and
it fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Look at Yuma's comment. It's your world.
Well, Kirumi, will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
In the end, I'm just like them. I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed, but Koya was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She fought things through to the end. I faced the truth and doubted it and kept thinking and kept going. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
Truth! Do you have any good truth memes, Yuma? Oh wait, how did this go again? Hitting the brakes was tougher than expected. What about in a tube? No? Damn. Was taken from the pool. Runners swarming the tank. You two are killing me. Game! Stop fucking eating inputs! Arrgh. Carried the rope. Friction in the glove. What else we got? Throw on that tank lid. This there. Well, I still suspect it's it's either. It goes in the water. I suspect it's either Ryoma killing her, or Ryoma ordering her, or what was used to transport the body on the ropeway? What? I don't understand that. Or it's something in the motive video. Something. One of that. The evidence made of metal, but the piranhas didn't eat. Where is it? Metal cups. Nothing here. tanked energy. Fuck.
This is the truth of the case. The victim's body was found this morning during
Yeah, it's probably
Himiko's
something like that.
underwater escape act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank,
That's a good one, Graham.
Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick.
First, Tenko vibing, Kibo vibing, and... What the fuck is Kirikyu doing? Like... I want to note that they put its claws in a neatly folded stack right beside the bones. Like... How?
The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process. In truth,
Blame
the crime began last
Angie.
night around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank.
Seen the PS4 game Kill It With Fire, just a game where you use all the top tools to kill the spiders. Jesus. I think I had a Flash game back in the days with a theme like that.
Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym. And used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan.
Yeah, don't forget the evil smile there. It's important. Zero Ninja Assassin
Nighttime,
Detective
past
Doctor
midnight,
Coroner.
The culprit asked Ryoma
Seems
to
like
meet at his
Yoko.
lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind.
Like, that's the part we don't know about at all.
Then,
Also, why
he put the
cuff him?
handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists.
Why would you cuff him? That gives away the whole thing.
And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled.
Maybe that's why.
The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed.
But why not remove the handcuffs after? You can just, you know, bonk him in the head. But that leaves splatters everywhere.
In the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing.
Right. Lots of things to do there. It's weird.
The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope.
Too much effort, just bonk him.
Until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder. But the culprit made two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake.
Like, that seems like the most... She comes up with the ropeway. And, you know, knock him out and even handcuffing him so he doesn't struggle when he's being drowned. And she comes up with the whole thing of putting the rope down and putting the cable down and tying them together and pulling up the rope and tying the rope up in the window. But she didn't think about slowing down? Like, not preparing something to slow down? Really?
They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool.
And that just seems like bullshit. I don't know.
Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body.
They're just vibing in there.
After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool.
Like, come on!
Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence: the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime.
What are these lashes, buddy?
And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid? Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
Why is he so pretty? He's
This
a
is
bastard,
very,
that's
very
why.
Unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi.
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
Oh, my employee cleaned up aisle 5. Oh god,
So,
Grim.
it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
Yeah.
But we don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Shut up, Byakuya.
Madam, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off!
Is it Loop Hero? Because if it's Loop Hero, then I'm telling you, we are 100% sure.
It's voting time!
Vote for Rantaro. Kaido. I just want to see if this actually matters.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
Who voted me? Who the fuck voted me? What? That's great.
Chosen as the blackened. Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
What kind of saw that he voted him? You're right, no more drinking games. Hey, Shark never has to drink again during drinking games we do with Danganronpa. Not that it really matters. Guess this is the last game anyway. No other Danganronpa shall be streamed. Oh, as am I, Yuma. As am I.
Oh my!
You all voted correctly! What an unexpected and unpredictable outcome! The blackened who killed Ryoma Hoshi is Gurumi Tojo, the ultimate maid!
Thank goodness.
Just for this once, Graham. No. Nah, do your jokes, whatever. I don't care. Thank goodness we managed to get through the class trial again. There's nothing good about that at all. Why did it have to be Kirumi?
Yeah.
Truly, this result was unexpected.
Wait!
How can you be so calm about it?
No way.
But Ganta can believe it. Kirumi was so helpful for everyone. Same Kirumi is also culprit?
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, how long have you been lying to us? Is that why you took us such care why you took such good care of us? So you could deceive everyone? You mean she's not my mom?
Hey!
She was never your fucking mom. Look at Mr. Jojo chilling in the background. Hey Kirumi, tell me why you were always thinking about everyone around you. How could you kill someone? Human beings have always been selfish, self-centered creatures. That's why I hate humans. They burn down the forests we call home. They pollute the rivers we drink from. I never forgive humans.
No way!
Is there really the reason to destroy them? Some humans are really nice. Shut up! Enough with the commentary already.
Say.
Well, Kirumi, were your feelings towards us simply another falsehood?
How?
No, it can't be. Say it ain't, sir. That was just another lie, wasn't it?
No.
So explain me why Or this is the first year to joke in the situation? I don't know. How would you know? I can't say for certain, but I can sense that this trial has been agonizing her. Can't say for certain. That is what a detective would say. Kirumi, are you upset because of the people important to you? Mean like from the motive videos the Kirumi watched yours after all? Earlier, Kirumi mentioned she had accepted a request. Perhaps that request came from someone important in a motive video? Another game, they're crying and sad now that, yeah.
What's wrong?
Do you have nothing to say for yourself?
Agree.
No, that's not it, I'm just lost. Because if I tell you why I did it, you will regret what you have just done. Regret?
Damn.
Spit it out already, otherwise we can't accept this outcome. Please, Kirumi, tell us. I care about you a lot, and I know the others care about you too. So please.
Understood.
Very well then, if you're also desperate to know,
Take that request.
I will consider this a final request and tell you everything. Tell us, Nagi! No more lies then, you better just tell us the truth, please, and thank you. Yes, I understand. The reasoning was exactly right. The reason I murdered Ryoma was because of what I saw in my motive video. As I thought, you did indeed watch a video. Does that mean someone broke the agreement and traded you your motive video? Right, fess up! Which one of you did it? Close your eyes and raise your hand if it was you.
What are you saying?
Why would the one raising their hand need to close their eyes? That won't be necessary. I did not trade my motive video with anyone. Huh? You didn't trade with anyone. How'd you see your motive video? Perhaps Kirumi received her own motive video. Huh? You mean she had her own motive video from the start? No!
Yes.
Correct. No one had my motive video but me. The video's intended recipient. I have no idea why. That's not possible. Monokuma, what the hell's going on? Huh? You know, I meant to bring this up earlier because it's been bugging me for a while. All this talk about videos being switched. What does that mean exactly? Don't play dumb. You're the one who switched up all the motive videos.
No.
No, I didn't. Huh? Oh, was I not supposed to ask that? Did you cup scrub again, huh?
Huh?
Not supposed to.
Dumbass!
It's all Motive Fanny's fault. She passed them out without checking the names. Oh, I didn't know. Monotaro should have checked the names too. Wait a minute. I don't even remember passing out any videos. It was my fault. What?
I'm sorry.
I apologize. I should have been more careful. No, Monotaro, it's not your fault. It's all our fault. I'm sorry too. I seem I misunderstood. I completely forgot that the plan all along was to redistribute the videos.
Hey,
It's not your fault at all, kids. It's my fault for forgetting. Thank goodness. What the hell is this mushy feel-good crap?
You stupid.
You're all idiots. I'm through getting along with you dummy bears. He's gonna die next. I'm sorry to cause so much trouble. Please continue your boring conversation. See, the Monocop's mail distributed the motive videos at random. Receiving my own video was nothing more than bad luck.
Oh, I see.
So you just watched it without knowing why it was given to you? What was in your video?
What's wrong?
Well, you promised to tell us everything. Yes. Well, I will tell you the truth in its entirety, but I doubt that everyone will believe it.
So?
If that's the case, why don't we all watch the motive video together? Right. Yes, that would be much better. Let's hurry before Daddy gets bored again. Oh, for Rue of you. Yet I suppose it is better this way. Perhaps the truth will be easy to believe if you witness it with your own eyes. Click! After Kirumi had spoken, the Monocops began playing the video. If you're wondering why I'm yelling click, it's because I'm clicking 5 times and it doesn't work.
Alright! Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day, she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country. He asked Kirumi to make this country great again and transferred all his authority to her.
Excuse me, what? The Trump impression, yeah. I mean, this is 2017, so it, yeah, pretty much is that.
No one suspected that the Prime Minister's new secretary was secretly running the country. And over time, she became the de facto Prime Minister. only Kirumi could save the country from impending doom. Yes, the future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders. But Kirumi is up to the task, for she only accepts requests that only she can fulfill. She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people, an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple. What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
Huh? Can't be.
What?
What? The Prime Minister? Yes. Everything you just saw is true. Though I only remembered it upon watching the video. Remembered?
Wait!
Please hold on. That video is true? That's ridiculous. There's no way Kurumi's really the Prime Minister. No, it's the truth. I am Kurumi Toju, the ultimate mate, and the most important people to me.
This is my selfless devotion.
Are the citizens of this country. I'm done with the game, pretty much. As am I.
I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens. As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past, but he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis.
How old is Kirumi?
I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
What did I do?
Hold on. I love that in her characteristics it is said that that her status is deceased. Thank you for that very much. Whatever. You're literally confusing the shit out of me because this makes no sense. I'm gonna take a dump. So Kirumi was the real prime minister running the country behind the scenes. How can you seriously believe that a high schooler could be a prime minister? I don't think it's odd that the ultimate level talent could be that powerful. I mean, Keyboy's talent lets him pretend to be a human, even though he's a heartless robot.
How rude!
I'm not pretending, I'm still learning. Look, I thought Keyboy would be the first to die, to be honest, because a robot is like, whatever. Oh, I see. Well, good luck, I guess.
Incredible.
I was aware of Kurumi's impressive talents, but Prime Minister? Then Kurumi really is Prime Minister? She hold burden of country's future? The motive video aside, Kurumi doesn't seem like she'd lie about something like that.
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, I get that Kurumi is really important, but what was the unprecedented crisis?
I do not know.
I don't know, actually. Why can't I remember? My memory's lost. Wait, isn't this just like the ultimate hunt?
That is correct.
Perhaps it is connected to the ultimate hunt. The ultimate hunt is connected to this unprecedented crisis facing the nation? Oh, it's reverse Danganronpa. Yeah, that's true, how they're connected. What is this ultimate hunt anyway? Ah, ultimate hunt, ultimate hunt, ultimate hunt, end wall. I do not know what is happening to the nation while I'm here inside the end wall. That is why I needed to know. I needed to know the most important people in my life were safe. Because I am duty and honor bound to protect every citizen of this nation.
My apologies.
That is why I need to escape. So you weighed our lives against the lives of everyone else in the nation. But if those are the options, of course you pick everyone outside, right? There's just too many lives at stake here. End wall. And we just stopped Kurumi from doing that because we selfishly wanted to live. What should we do? Did we just make a terrible mistake? If everyone else dies because Kurumi is dead, doesn't that mean we pretty much destroyed the country? What do we do? Attack on Titan. Say, what's Monokuma planning to do with the rest of humanity? You know how many people live in this country? Like 100 million easily. No matter how powerful a mastermind is, there's no way they could easily really...
Do not lie.
Bears do not lie.
Hey,
I'm the ruler of this world. Nothing is beyond my power. Nothing's beyond your power. What kind of arrogant, ridiculous...
100%.
That is 100% a lie. It is impossible that he could bring disaster to a country. Hijack the airwaves!
What are you trying to pull?
What's so funny? You guys act like you can't believe it, but you're all terrified anyway. Obligatory hijack. If you can't believe it, then you're terrified for no reason. Why do humans lie? Why are humans only animals that tell lies? Okay. Hey, cut it out! This is serious.
Oh?
How long are you gonna keep talking about Kirumi? Let's talk about Ryoma. It would be a shame to completely neglect him.
Oh, I see.
That's right, we know your motive to kill, but why did you kill Ryoma specifically? Because he was easy to kill. Easy to kill?
Weird.
Ryoma not that weak. When he used Shikuchi method, even Ganta no could catch.
Agree.
His physical strength was irrelevant when he did not have a reason to live.
Do you agree?
Without that, he became the weakest among us.
Huh?
What? I took advantage of his weakness and killed him. What do you mean? I told him I had an urgent matters to discuss and to meet him in the research lab on the 3rd floor. There I revealed my motive video, and afterward I told him, I am responsible for the life of every citizen in this nation, so I must escape this place. He then responded,
Got it.
So you got a reason to survive. That's the complete opposite of me. She said among us, ah, that's good. Click! If you got something to live for, it means your life has value. After he said that, he told me he would clean up the tennis balls lying around.
And then, he turned his back toward me. At that moment, my determination solidified. A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew. He forfeited his life right then and there. That is correct.
That is when I decided I must sacrifice his life for my nation and my people. Then Ryoma knew he was going to be killed.
But...
Wait a minute, it's Maki's fault that Ryoma decided he didn't want to live anymore.
What? Because...
Ryoma only gave up on life after you showed him his motive video. Well, since you didn't watch his motive video, I guess you had no way of knowing.
What are you talking about?
Wait!
Wait a minute, you're talking as if Ryoma saw that motive video. Didn't you just say that he only checked the name and didn't watch the video? Huh? Did I say that? What are you getting at?
Well, you know...
I probably shouldn't say anything, but someone has to step up and speak for poor Ryoma. Again, what's your point? That he gave up on life because I showed him his motive video? I'll get to that in a sec, but why do you think Ryoma wanted to see his motive video? Because he was looking for a reason to live, isn't that right, Maki? How do you know that?
What?
What motive videos? Didn't we agree not to show them to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Because once we watch them, you've got a motive to kill. But if it shows someone important to me, I'd really like to see that.
Hey.
Any idea who'll be in the video?
No.
I don't. That's why I want to see it. Once I know I've got someone important to me, I'll have a reason to live. If I've got a reason to live, then I've got a reason to escape here with you guys. That video might just give me a motive to live.
Please.
So please. Oh, he was so close.
True.
You're right. He was looking for a reason to live.
Well, you know...
Jesus, 3.5 hours. Which means you shouldn't have shown him this motive video in the first place. What do you mean? What did his video show? I need to get out of here. I left the oven on. Shark, kill me. The oven needs you. Nothing. His motive was empty. Empty? Okay, we're up. We're up next. Let's give it a watch, shall we?
All right. Who's the most important? This
Under
message
construction.
is for Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. Unfortunately, there is no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry. Really, I am. You have my deepest sympathies. Sorry. Sorry.
Wow. No one was important to him?
Always messing around.
That's what he was showing. If he saw something like that, he had no one to care for and no one who cared for him. He found no motive to live. Because of that, he chose to let Kirumi claim his life. So that's why. He must have watched that video before I summoned him to meet with me.
It can't be.
He just gave up then? Tell with that. That moron. It's bad to have no reason to live, but it's also bad to have too many reasons to live. That's why I did rush such a terrible thing. That's why I did such a terrible thing, right, Kirumi? For too many reasons. You're free to judge me for killing Ryoma. I would bear the burden of being seen as evil for the sake of my nation and its people. Because that is what it means to serve with selfless devotion. That's why I needed to survive. Sacrificing your all meant saving the lives of men, women, children, and the elderly.
My apologies.
Fuck the elders. I wanted to live. Kirumi. Monokuma, Ganta, I have a question. Oh, what is it? Can Ganta be blackened instead of Kirumi?
Gonta...
Gonta not smart boy, but even Gonta understand what everything's saying. Kurumi should live, not Gonta. World needs her. I was thinking the same thing. Like Monokuma. Yeah, kill me. I don't want to die, but Kurumi's life is way more valuable than mine. Kurumi's got the lives of hundreds of billions of people on his shoulders, right?
Unfortunately.
Logically, Kurumi's survival would result in fewer casualties than our collector's survival would.
Jeez.
Maybe it would have been better if we gotten the culprit wrong. Like you!
Huh?
Thinks of Phil from Danganronpa 2. So Monokuma can steal their pensions. If Kurumi survives, then the nation's future will be secure. Then what was the point of me doing all this? Why didn't I reveal the truth? What have I done? Was it wrong? I shouldn't have... What is that kind of face, Shuichi? If you're my sidekick, then suck it up. Huh? What?
Hey!
They're digging around for 20 plus minutes again. That goes for all of you. To hell with this value of life shit.
Right.
Life's not just some thing. You can't trade it or put a price on it. Kaido.
Listen up.
And your life doesn't just belong to you. It's for your parents, your grandparents, your friends, for even your neighbors. The guy on the other side of the wall there? It's not something you can just decide to throw away on your own.
Don't worry about it.
So we didn't do the wrong thing. Life's purpose is to be lived. As long as you stay alive, anything's possible. You can even go to the stars. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I wanna live. I haven't even traveled to space yet. There's no way in hell I'm gonna die here. I wanna live, doctor! It's like in... What's it called? Trauma center.
Jeez.
I wanna die! Takes suicide pills. No, I wanna live! Gets infected by a deadly disease.
But...
To kill me, second edition, with all this drivel. He's talking again. But he's right. I mean, you're right too. He's an idiot, but he's right. Yep, he's an adolescent idiot. I'm still doing the voice. I don't know why, but idiots always fill me with inspiration. Shut up! I told you to stop calling me an idiot, but you are. Maybe his stupid speech is just what he needed to her. Kurumi certainly looks shaken by it. Shaken?
Because?
You really think someone is desperate to live as Kurumi would give up so easily? Of course not. In fact, she probably still hasn't given up even now. She was hoping that learning the truth would make one of us volunteer to die in her place.
But
Monokuma would never allow a Blackened to escape punishment, so maybe she wanted everyone to rebel, so she could use that as a cover to escape on her own. How about Kurumi? Am I close? You are the most detestable cretin I've ever met. You knew exactly what I would attempt, yet allowed me to explain it anyway. Wait, what you just said was true? You tried to trick Gonta? Tried to trick everyone? Seriously, you backstabbing cunt?
Cut it out.
Now if she was just trying to stay alive in her own way, nobody can blame her for that. That's right, I must survive. Because I carried the weight of an entire nation on my shoulders. I would not have killed Ryoma if I was so easily deterred. This request will not be fulfilled until I have brought joy to every citizen of this nation.
Must live.
No matter what, I cannot die. That is why I killed Ryoma. Even now I refuse to give up. This secret from a favorite word. Kurumi?
I see.
You still refuse to give up, so what do you intend to do?
Live.
I intend to live. I must survive, no matter what it takes. If I must debase myself so be it, I would drink filth and eat carrion to survive.
We'll survive!
I will do anything to survive! She screamed and started running. Oh no. Don't break apart, Kurumi, please. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was a completely undignified accident.
I have to escape. I won't die here!
Aww. There's no way I'm letting you out of here. It was ugly and raw and feral, but she just ran. She just ran as fast as she could. I heard all my voice call out, "Run! Run, Kurumi!
Please run! Hurry!
Run! Please hurry! Hurry, run!"
Hey!
Like I said, I'm not letting you leave.
Please!
Run!
I will live. I refuse to die in a hellhole like this.
It's like...
Now then, I've prepared a special punishment for Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
I get why she's doing it, but it breaks her character.
For my nation. For my people.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Hold up. That's good. Oh no, the protesters. Strand of agony? Oh god. And it tears apart. Oh no, it's just painted on. Great. Ooh.
Really?
Why put it up? Why did you kill Monosuke?
It's okay.
If you need to vomit, let it out. You will feel much better afterwards. My hands hurt. Monosuke, he was no different from Monogid. He was getting in the way of us getting along. We don't need him.
Yeah?
Don't need him.
Let's get along.
We few remaining Monocubs must get along. You can say whatever you want, but the executions are great, but that's about all there is.
We are all friends.
No matter what, we must always get along. Not even Farta can stop us from getting along. Not if he knows what is good for him. Huh?
Wonderful.
This academy belongs to us. The age of the Monocubs begins now. How dare you take that from all these two of me, young man?
That's
And yet,
nice.
this angsty attitude of yours is just so cute. It's so cute how your little crew has shrunk by one member. Yep, shrug. You're not getting in lodgy, you know?
They're so freaking cute.
All this cuteness makes me feel like I'm about to sneeze. Ah! Ah!
How horrible!
Ugly bitch! Who are you calling ugly bitch?
Stop it!
Doesn't matter. No, it's not time for that. Okay, Rumi.
I don't like that.
Can you please pick Angie? I can't take this anymore. Even Karui was killed brutally. I don't want to do this anymore. Mono Chunk. Chonkukuma. Am I going to end up like that too?
I'll protect you.
If we'll let that happen, Himiga, I'll protect you no matter what. I'll protect you no matter what. But I don't want to do this anymore either. No, Angie sucks. Get out of here. Please, let's just stop this killing game. I don't care if we stay trapped with her. But knowing Malak, she's gonna survive till the end. No, Malak, she's gonna survive till the end because she's useless and doesn't provide anything to the plot. Much like Hiro and Soda and Sonya and Toko and Hina and Hiro and Soda and Sonya. And I already went over those, right?
Cause Atua says so.
All desire, even your desire to escape this place, can corrupt you beyond redemption. It's Monokuma who is corrupt. He's the one who distributed the motive videos.
Yes.
Those videos were more dangerous than we thought to have driven Karumi that far.
That's true.
What worries me is, as long as we're trapped here, we don't know what is true or
Okay.
false. That must be why Karumi did not want to show the videos. What? Yeah. She thought that if everyone felt the same murderous rage that she did, this killing game would be pure chaos. She wanted to stop it.
Hey!
If that's the case, they really shouldn't show our videos to each other.
Of course!
That was our consensus from the beginning, not including you, of course.
However...
I had assumed Kokichi would try to show us our videos to get under our skin. But that did not come to pass. What, I wonder, were his intentions? So we keep Maki, Kyo, Kibo, Shuji, and the rest may fall over. So we keep him. He's whatever. We have to keep him for Shock. I'm starting to like him, actually. He's okay. Dies, whatever. Dies. Press E harder. Whatever. Dies. Can stay. That would be interesting what would have been on there, yeah. Maki, Kyo, Kibo, Shuiji. We could take Gonta and Miyu too. So yeah. But that didn't come to pass. What, I wonder were his intentions. Huh? I'd never do anything like that. I'm still thinking about what Kurumi said. What Kurumi said. Ugh, flashbacks. Everything you just saw is true. Though I only remembered it upon watching the video.
That's...
What she said earlier, correct? Huh? What about it? She said she remembered, and it didn't sound like a lie either. Maki, Kyo, Kibo, Gonta, Miyu, Shuichi, and rest dies. Right, that's good. And it didn't sound like a lie either. Maybe the video had the properties of a flashback light if it made her remember. Huh? The properties of flashback light?
Okay.
Still, how could Kurumi remember something she never should have forgotten? Serving the entire nation seems too important for her to just forget. No, Tenko can die too! Nah, true. I don't need a character who were 70% of their lines are that, you know, degenerate males and shit. Like, if I want that, I can look to Mio to insult me. In a way I find way more funny than Tenko. If that's the case, maybe it's for the best that we don't watch the videos. As long as we don't see the videos, we won't know our motives.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm convinced. Robobell will probably die too. Yeah, now I'm convinced. It's probably for the best. Doesn't matter if videos would mess us up. It's better if we just believe in each other. It's right. It's best if we would not remember our motives for everyone's sake. Yeah, nearly for always, just for the trial. Pfft. Hearing you speak of everyone's sake is the least believable lie I've heard yet. How rude, I'm always doing stuff for everyone's sake. I'm sure you won't believe me when I say stuff like that, so I'll just keep lying. But maybe seeing Kurumi's final moments have made me change my views. She tried to escape until the very end, running away to live might not be a bad idea.
You're right.
Maybe facing the truth isn't enough. Yeah, true. It's okay to run sometimes, you just gotta win in the end. That's all you gotta do. Just win, forehead! And with that, the second class trial ended for us. A Pyrrhic victory. We had still lost a friend. What is the end Kaito spoke of and how do we reach it? Yeah, Kokichi's Oma. I know. I don't know. I still don't know. Because Oma in German is the word for grandma. When we returned from the courtroom, that area was already blanketed in darkness.
For now.
Well, I killing Kumasamon and I'm killed too, so I like him now. But now we should rest. To me, that seems the most rational course of action. Right. Yeah, my brain's out of juice from going full throttle all day. What did you even do?
Why, you?
Like you even have a brain to use.
I won't forgive you.
Anyway, this killing game is over. I won't allow it
okay.
to go on. It'll be fine as long as we listen to our duo. We'll all be just fine. Drown her!
What's wrong?
What's wrong, Gonta? Why are you staring up at the sky? It's just... Even when all this bad stuff happens, stars are always so pretty. But stars are different, not the same ones Gonta used to. Different? You mean the position of the stars? Yeah. Gonta looking, but no can find star he remembers.
Why?
But why? Were we taken somewhere far away? Far away?
Hey, so...
Let's all head back already and wiped out.
Okay.
We want to talk. I will have to stream Discord. Yeah, right. Shark wanted to hear some German stuff. Shatiro will be in Discord. Oh yeah.
Hey!
Oh, hold on. I have to tell you guys something. Oh, plot reveal. Now, it wouldn't take that long. Now just listen to what I have to say. Well then, what do you have to say? Everyone seems to be treating me like some kind of compulsive liar. But that's ridiculous. That's a way worse liar than me in our group. A liar worse than you? I'm talking about Maki. What?
What?
What do you mean Maki's a liar? Maki admitted it during class trial, remember? Ryoma wanted her to show him his motive video because he was looking for a reason to live. Don't forget this Ghost Stories clip, right? But that wasn't the whole story. Ryoma was blackmailing, wasn't he, Maki? Blackmail? Ryoma was just so happened to discover Maki's true identity. So he used it to blackmail her. I bet he even said something like, if you don't show me my motive video, I'll tell everyone what you really are. That's why Maki didn't want us to know she met with Ryoma. Oh, she's the ultimate child killer? He wanted to keep her true identity secret. That's why she kept quiet until the last minute.
Hold on!
Where did I... Shock, you know which clip it was. Can you send it to me on Discord? You probably know that one. She's the ultimate wannabe Kyoko. I know Maki's true identity the whole time. For a moment, I thought Maki had disappeared. She moved so fast. Oh.
You know, this is an interesting turn of events. But would you really kill me in front of everyone?
Hey, Maki, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, you can probably snap my neck like a twig right now, but that's not your style. You would
do it!
Kill from the shadows. Right, Miss Ultimate Assassin?
God damn it, Graham! Thank you! Oh no, it's not that one. It's not because you're a rabbit. Not the she's a bitch and a ghost. The other one. Hold on. Well done if the ultimate assassin has the ultimate ass. Oh. No, I got it. I found it. It wasn't the recommended. It's all good. It's all good. Silver gloves. Save. So what's going to happen now is, as I promised Shark, I will show that Ghost Stories clip, and then we're gonna call it a day. So I'm gonna put up the end card here already, while also pulling up the YouTube video. Hold on. Wait, you've not played the game but still call the game. Sad times. Sad times, everybody. Let's see. Alright. That's the one I lost my shit about like half a year ago.
Among these heathens. You are pathetic.
When he died, I was so sad that I would never hear that voice again. His laugh. His funny little requests.
Touch me.
His reprimands.
Touch me harder.
Shirotami, please forgive me for bringing you back to life. I know now that it could never work between us. As much as we wanted to, it could never be. Not because you're a rabbit, but because you're black.
Look what I've...
What even? What even? Alright. Enough of that. Oh, that's almost as good as Tell 'em Nai. I'll be back tomorrow with I don't know what yet. I'll probably be discussing that in the stream discussion chat in Discord. If you want to hang out there, we've got a lot of nice people around who talk about all different kinds of things. She can touch me harder. And I'll be back tomorrow with I don't know what yet. So I hope to see you again Friday when that releases. I hope I can play the new Nier Replicant 1.2244744871139. God damn, that's a title. I have to look first if my PC actually does that. I hope I can do it. Well, yeah, that's gonna be Friday. Until then, either we're playing some Isaac with this, so Melon and Mimi, or we're going to do something completely different. We'll see. Thank you very much for hanging out today. Let me see who's live. It's probably gonna be... Oh, not him. Oh, not them, I should say. Let's raid. Seeker. Seeker raided me yesterday while we played Danganronpa, so I will pay that back. Enjoy him, he's playing Brawlhalla, very, very nice guy to be around. And I still don't have any clue of that game, but say hello for me. Alright. Have a great Sunday, and I hope to see you tomorrow.